Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Dan here, guys. Welcome back once again to yet another stream and a brand new game for the channel. This is the last case of John Morley. If you're just joining us for the first time today, welcome. If you were here rejoining us from the previous stream that ended about 30 minutes ago, welcome back. For those that missed it, I was originally going to be playing a game called Ayasa, Shadows of Silence, I believe. Absolutely horrendous game. Couldn't even get past the first jump. It was, yeah, obviously that game was one of those ones that was just rushed out the door, the overpriced, game not done. I just didn't want to waste my time on a game that would frustrate me, considering I was struggling so much with the very first jump, that obviously that one was just one for the pile. So I did see this game came out yesterday on the same day as Hail to the Rainbow. But I didn't find out about it until after I played Hail to the Rainbow, and I looked, and the rough length of this game is roughly 2 to 3 hours, depending how long you take. It's not a very long experience, so I'm like, that's probably too short for my channel. Well, what happened? Well, Ayasa came out mad late. Like, it had a Steam release time of like 10 a.m. Pacific time. Keep in mind, I normally start at 8 a.m. Pacific time, so 2 hours later than I normally like to start. And not only that, but it wasted time, and we played it for like 20 some minutes, and we were already done with it because of how bad it was. So I'm like, that's perfect. I don't have a ton of time today. I want to do the member stream later on. I need something short, and it just popped in my head. This is perfect. 2 to 3 hours. Bam, it will be done by the time, probably around the time I was going to finish the first streams anyway. So probably sooner, actually. So it works out. So this game is almost, it's not dissimilar to the Sherlock Holmes games, except this one is more of a first-person experience. I want to say it's not point and click, but it is kind of along that realm. You do kind of control it. It's a lot about investigating crime scenes, and just various things like that. I love a detection game. It does take place in the 1940s, so it's a 40s era detection, so almost like Sherlock Holmes meets LA Noire in a way, so except first person from what I understand. So again, not that complicated. I'm gonna do my best to get all the achievements in the game. This game actually has achievements, unlike Ayasa, so yay, we actually get that. Now, one thing I'm not sure about is this. I hope the game isn't played in this windowed format, because I'm currently in 1440p, so I'm worried that either the menu itself is just displayed in 1080p. Like, if I were to change my resolution to 1080p, I'll bet you this would be full screen. I'm hoping the gameplay can be scaled in 1440. Otherwise, we'll be playing it in kind of like a letterbox format like this, with this smoke going around us. But you can see I am set correctly. Like, you see this over here and everything. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. But like I said, a short but sweet you know, detective game. People are really enjoying it based on the reviews coming through, so I figure what the hey, let's give it a go. So I hope you guys are ready to rock and roll with this one. If you are, make sure you leave a like, and of course be sure to say what's up in the chat, so you don't miss, or so I know you're with us rather, excuse me. And I will just mention our member goal for the day as well. It's going to be 1,700. Since the last stream ended, we dropped a few more members, unfortunately. So we are down to 1,596. So we only dropped 4, but we're going to be at that point, guys. We're going on to nearly a month. We're approaching a month since we started getting tons of gifted members. So yeah, since we got so many gifted members, 1,600 is an absolute crazy number. It's gonna start happening once again. So that's just what happens in that 30-day span. So if you guys want to see how high we can go from here, 1,700, if we can do it, I don't know, we'll see. If you want to help us get there though, support the channel, just get some cool perks. You know, you can join that with the link in the description. There's a join button below the stream, also section on my main channel page as well. If you do want to gift members or send super chats during the course of the stream, you can do both of those with the $sign icon that is next to chat. Click it, you'll get a drop down menu pop up. If you are gifting members, just remember you can gift anywhere from 1 to 50 in a single transaction, but ultimately you can gift as many as you want through multiple transactions. Okay, thank you guys again. Appreciate your patience as we had kind of a rocky start today, but we're ready. Let's get into it. But first, let's say hello to chat. Excuse me. All right, what's up, Mickey? I will pin that. Thank you. What's up, Noah? Adam. What's up? Hey, Tim. What's up, Annie? Welcome. Hey, Riley. Kaon, Travis, Rashawn, John, Jingleheimer, Schmidt. Just kidding. Let's see who else is in the building. Ezra, welcome back. Angela, welcome. Hey, Jinx. Gareth, welcome back. Good to see you. Hopefully we have a few more people join us. So that's the downside about, you know what's funny is I could literally tell you guys, I'll be like in a stream and be like, okay, I'm gonna stop this stream right now and I'm gonna jump over to the next one in this time frame, and there will people who literally will think, oh, I guess he's done for the day. It's kind of like I had someone complaining that my intro is like too long on one of my videos, and I double checked it and I put the chapters in the description so you could use the slider. Not only that, but I've started pinning the timestamps to my the top comment, and he commented right next to it and he was complaining. He's like, oh, press this to skip the long-winded intro. This guy won't shut up. It's like, I've done that for you, dummy. Like, I'm sorry, how dumb do you have to be? I'm not saying you guys are dumb. I'm just saying it's crazy how people can miss stuff. But anyway, that was above and beyond because he's not one of you guys. He's a outsider, filthy outsider. You're not welcome here. Anyway, there he goes again. That guy, there he goes again. That guy won't shut up. Guy won't shut up, man. Telling you. Anyway, I'm sorry. No more further ado. Let's get into this. The last case of John Morley. All right, John, take it away, my guy. Maybe it is scaled this way. In the depths of darkness, he awoke with a start, heart pounding in his chest, the cold heart beneath him, unfamiliar and damp. Darkness surrounded him, thick and oppressive, the kind that swallowed every sound except his own ragged breath. He tried to gather his thoughts, but they were scattered, lost in the fog of confusion and fear. Where was he? How had he gotten here? His legs trembled as he forced himself to stand, the weight of an unknown terror pressing down on him. Somewhere in the depths of the trees, he could hear it. Something was following him. All right, so give me a minute. Not sure if this is the actual chapter name or not. I'm just writing it down. I really hope it's not going to be like this. Time buries all truths beneath shadows, but the past always has a way of clawing its way back to the surface, demanding to be heard no matter the cost. Okay, good. We are in full screen, but it is choppy. What the hell? God, I hate Unreal 5, man.
Where am I?
Not in Unreal 5. Oh my God, we gotta change that. That's horrible. I didn't change anything. I let it choose epic for me. Let's try high. It wouldn't be a Dank 8000 stream without struggling to, oh, wow, I can't even support fucking Unreal, man. Literally. Put it on medium. I think we'll do a frame lock as well. Fly, please. Yeah, we will do, I normally don't, but I will do a frame lock just to help things. Sometimes, if I can help it, I'd rather not. That way you can get those. There we go. Wow, what a difference. It looks like total donkey shit.
I know it's following me. I can feel it.
Anyway, this is still better. At least we get a frame rate. How medium to high is crazy. That looks like low, bro. Is there no way we can do it? Look at the difference! Dude, look at the difference! Oh my god, look at the difference! There's no way. Okay, you know what? I think I can do high. That looks okay. Look at the fucking difference. Oh man. Anyway, I can handle this, I think. How is that medium settings? This is believable.
I shouldn't have taken such a risk.
I'm so sorry about that. There was no way. I'd rather take like 45 frames to 50 frames and look at that garbage. I always say frame rate above all, but come on, bro. This is just setting the tone right now.
That sound. It's coming from the river.
Follow me down in the river and drink where the water is clean. Follow me down to the river, man. I'll be down here on my knees. What are you doing on your knees down by the river? I'll be down here sucking D. That's what the song's about. Not just sucking D, but other sexual acts. You know what's crazy though is when you find out the singer of that band played Cindy Lou Who in The Grinch, the 2001. That was a culture shock when I found that out. I was like, Cindy, no!
I know it's hidden somewhere in this forest.
Yeah, Taylor Mom said, yeah. The Pretty Reckless. Pretty Reckless? That's not the name of the band, is it? That doesn't sound right at all. Pretty Reckless? No, that's her band, right?
I should be able to see its light soon.
Man, this guy's just rambling to himself. That's what a lot of people say about me, too. Man, this guy's just rambling on and on.
At last, I can gather my strength and plan how to face that monstrous thing.
Yeah, it's all the foliage that causes the frame drop. Flashlight? Oh my god! Holy fucking shit, bro! Oh my god, that one got me so... honestly, I was not expecting a jump scare in this fucking game. Holy shitting dicks. Wow. You fucking got me, cuh. Like, that's crazy work. Oh my god. Is everybody okay? Oh my god. I don't know why that was so jump scary. I think it was just because I was so unexpecting it. Because I thought we were detecting. I certainly didn't detect that a cub was waiting in the fucking shed. Jesus H. That actually fucked me up. Wow. Well done. Well done. Anyway, last day in the hospital. Yeah, it's going to be my first day in the hospital after that one. God damn. The piercing light in the morning sun stirred John from his restless sleep. Oh God, it's John. John. He woke up hungover. One too many hurricanes on a Wednesday morning. Oh, sorry, John. I love you. You know that. The piercing... For months, strange nightmares had plagued him, and even the strongest sedatives couldn't dull the weird visions that haunted his mind. Another day in this wretch's hospital. His wounds still ached, but he felt no regret. Despite the accident, he'd brought the culprit of those ghastly crimes to justice. After all, isn't that the duty of any good private detective? Maybe. Is it? I guess we'll never know.
John Morley.
All right, nightmare and wake up in the hospital.
And today is a momentous day.
Whew.
After enduring the most exquisite tortures at the hands of those blasted nurses, and being pumped full of enough medicine to fell an ox.
Game's a bit quiet, isn't it?
Finally free. Who would have thought that
oh shit.
Chu's murder would end the way it did? A stormy night, soaked to the skin, wrestling that brainless killer on a rooftop. Then a slip and a 5-story plunge.
It appears
Can I pause?
At last. We had considerable difficulty rousing you earlier this morning, so I deemed it best to let you rest a while longer.
So wait, you were trying to arouse me? Oh, rouse me.
The latest test results are favorable, and the doctor
Cringe.
has authorized your discharge. You are now officially ready to go. I have placed your belongings on the table. Oh, and a lady stopped by this morning with some clothes from the dry cleaner.
Oh, how nice. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn this up. This game is quiet as sin, so hold on. Now there's no... Normally I have to put like a stream reduction. Like drop my dBs a little bit. This one is quiet as balls. So... nightmares?
I've been having nightmares.
The doctor has prescribed some medication that should help address
It's really
any
quiet for me,
residual
even.
effects. This should assist in alleviating your nightmares.
I'm still reeling from that jumpy, bro. That was crazy. What was I... Oh, yeah. I was just gonna slide me over a little bit because I noticed I'm covering a couple... I just don't want my hand to be too far out. I'm covering some of the subtitles when it extends. I hate it when they extend it end to end. Compress it in the middle. I don't want to read like this. You know what I mean?
My belongings. I thought everything was already in the room.
There are a few valuables and some coins we kept for safekeeping. They are in the box on the table.
It probably is AI, Angela. That's probably why. I would imagine. Everything's AI these days. You don't even know. Like, am I even streaming? I could be sleeping right now. I could literally be sleeping in, and this is AI Dan talking about it. I don't know. I don't think I get my mannerisms right. What do you guys think? I mean, you never know. Just start doing AI and getting paid to be just an idiot just by... And I can just like, okay, AI Dan, you're on. Get out there and be somebody. I don't know. I think AI Dan would be hard to get pissed off. That's how you know. I'd be like way too tolerant. Way too tolerant.
So I'm better now.
Yes, you are much improved. Both your physical and psychological assessments have been satisfactory, and there are no impediments to your returning to your normal life.
Sorry, I don't mean to cover up the that's why I'm going to make sure I shut up during that point.
A woman brought my clothes from the dry cleaner. Was it Penny?
I couldn't say. She arrived quite early, before my shift began. I've placed the garments in the wardrobe to keep them from getting wrinkled. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other patients to attend to. I wish you all the best.
Okay. I will say the
I better get dressed. The hospital.
Can I? They haven't really. This thing is not. You could tell they don't.
Down the ties in the back doesn't exactly scream professional.
This game is supposed to be in 1080p. You could tell. It doesn't like the 1440p UI. Like it's all scaled bizarrely. Like, have you seen how small some of the shit is? You know what? Okay, I was a little worried. I mean, again, I feel like this is going to be a completely different situation because it's a different dev team. But the publisher was Jandisoft. Do you guys remember the publisher Jandisoft? They also published all of the detective games. The one I play for the channel is Detective Scene Crime. Need I bring that shit up again? Yeah. They seem to publish the really, like... I don't think they have scruples when it comes to AI. Okay, what's going on? Why can't I... Can I not move? Or do I have to grab this stuff? I must have to grab it. Alright. Medical discharge, patient 5567, room 27, February 3rd, 45. Discharge resolution report, Dr. A. Forner. Final review and conclusions. The patient has demonstrated satisfactory improvement in all preoperative objectives. The surgical procedure conducted under protocol EDT-03 has been deemed successful in all respects. Upon completion of final tests and provided that patient reports feeling physically and mentally prepared, medical discharge is advised. No post-operative complications are anticipated at this time. Continued observation during recovery is recommended to ensure patient stability. Patient stability.
Story of my life.
Oh, now I can move.
Broke.
I think I was just locked in place. Yeah, I thought so.
Blimey, it's nearly noon. I'm not ready to leave just yet.
Oh, backdoor breezy. First achievement. Try to leave without getting dressed. I think I might move me here. Ah! No signal. No! I'm back. The lights are gone. I'm dead again. I'm alive. I'm dead. Okay. Anyway, that way you can see the achievements. I wish you can customize where the achievements popped.
That's me, the Bloodhound Morley.
John Morley, private detective. But then again, all the notes seem to be on the left. Ah, we'll see. General Bottomsley. Mr. Bottomsley. Don't want my coat? Wow. Penny for your thoughts?
So the mystery woman who took my clothes to the cleaners was Penny after all. Seems she's still got a soft spot for me.
Miss Money Paddy.
Could there be a chance I might win her over?
Saying Penny gets, that's Fox's trigger word. He just turns into a, why can't I think of him? My brain just blanked. I just did him. You know what I mean? Sean Connery. Yeah. Sean Connery. As I say it like that, Sean Connery. Miss Money Party.
There's notes from Penny, my secretary. She must have left it here a few days ago while I was still under observation.
Maybe it is better over here, actually. I think it is. There's more balance. John, I'm awfully sorry, but I just can't keep going like this. You've been laid up in the hospital for ages, and now I've been left skint. With no wages coming in for months now. Before, with the state you were in, I couldn't bring myself to say anything. I thought it best to let you get better in peace, but the other day Dr. Forner rang and said they were finally going to let you out. So I figured it was time to tell you. I haven't been in the office in a month, and believe me, I'll miss Believe me, I'll miss. I see. Sorry, I thought it was talking about Miss Hawthorne Street. I'm like, who the fuck is Miss Hawthorne Street? That sounds like an emo band. You know? Anyway, I'll miss Hawthorne Street and that old moldy brick building of ours. But I've got to move on, and you know, even before the accident, you still owed me 3 months' pay. Peter and I are planning to get married, and I need some stability. I hope you understand. I've left my key under the doormat. I paid the water and electric bills. So those are in your hands now. Goodbye, John. I wish you all the luck in the world. P.S. A few days ago, an older woman came by asking for you. I told her you might be back at the office this afternoon. She seemed quite eager to have a word with you. Penny.
Damn it, Penny. I don't blame her, though. I'm a right mess. I've managed to lose the only 2 things that kept me grounded. Her sound advice, always spot on, and the faint hope that she might dump Peter and give me a chance.
Okay. I just want to point out there are some people who do this. Here, okay. Again, you guys know I'm Canadian. In Canada specifically, it is generally quite fucking rude to wear shoes inside. A lot of Americans, for some reason, find it very odd that people say take your shoes off. Not all of you. I know some people in the States take your shoes off. I'm sorry. I don't know about you guys, but if I stepped in dog shit, I ain't gonna walk in my fucking house, stepping on my carpet, bringing shit through the house. Why is it so weird when people say, hey, take your shit off, bro? Do you know how much shit is on the sidewalks outside? Like, even if it's washed, rainwater ain't clean. It's like, man, I have these nice carpets I just vacuumed. Now I gotta steam clean them every time? Like, take your goddamn shoes off. It's so weird. What do you mean who's wearing shoes? It's Americans, bruh. Okay, people say, well, I have hardwood floors, or I have laminate floors, so it's, you know, it's more comfortable. Then get inside shoes, cuh. Don't get outside shoes. Are you crazy? I never understood that concept. And you always like see, I'm not saying all Americans, again, I'm not trying to generalize, but like you'll see films where they're like, oh, he's one of those, makes you take shoes off. It's like, yeah, he's not a psycho who wants to bring dog shit in the house. Wow, what a weirdo. Anyway, that was just setting up another point. There are also people who go, oh, I'm getting ready in the morning. I'm gonna put, one guy's like, I remember reading this thing. It's like, do you do this? It's like, do you put sock, shoe, shoe? Or do you go sock, shoe? Search his house. The guy who's going sock, shoe has killed people. There's no way he's raw dogging a barefoot while he's laced up the other. There's no way. Check his freezer. Check his cellar. Check under them floorboards. That man has killed people. Either way, don't wear your shoes inside my house. Moral of the story, take your shoes off. I'm sorry. Let's put on the tie first.
I usually use the Windsor knot.
Because that's some psycho shit. And then the shoes. Let's put the shoes on. Now he's sitting here with a tie. Bro, put the shoes on. Oh, it won't let me. All right, fine. Do it all backwards. Okay, normally this is my order. Underwear. If it's dress related, I'll probably put the socks on. So underwear, socks kind of thing. Then pants, then shirt, and then jacket, obviously. But usually socks is last for me in my normal wake-up wear, just because they're easy to put on. But anyway, I'm just gonna play. I'm sorry. Anyway, time to go. Yeah, we got the tie. That's all we need. All right. Now let's not be a psychopath. We'll go pants.
These do a fine job.
Shirt.
Looks brand new. The color's pristine.
I want to let me put the coat on.
I should get myself a pair of derbies.
Shoes.
Or brogues. They're much more comfortable.
Can't do brogues.
Besides, if I slipped, it was because of those damned hard soles. Well-structured shoulders.
There we go.
Nicely padded. Gives off an air of authority.
I'm not a socks in bed person, regardless of how cold it is.
The lady's eyes.
Regardless of how cold it is outside, you'll never catch me in socks in the bed. Same with, I don't like wearing a t-shirt either. I'm just pajama bottoms. That's me. Pajama bottoms. No, nothing on top. Because a shirt can ride up and buckle. You know what I'm saying? So, doesn't matter what time of year. Your boy's always in pajama bottoms. I don't like to wear boxers in when I'm sleeping because I feel like they're too short. You know what I mean? I feel like I need some sort of coverage. It's like having a certain amount of blankets. You know, I can't sleep in a sheet. I need a bed. I need like a blanket, a comforter, or not a futon, a duvet or something. But even in the summer, the way I am a right side sleeper. I always go on the right, and if I'm too hot, a leg gets cocked. I cock a leg, leave that one left leg out there, and that's my cooling station, and the rest is covered, and I'm good to go. I don't know why this turned into like a sleep thing. What is going on? Is there anything else? Let's check the chart.
Blimey, what a fool I took onto that rain-soaked pavement.
Alright, Saint Dimphnas.
I ruined my best suit.
Dimphnas sounds like...
that's all water under the bridge now. Quite literally.
Wait, why is this... Did you see that text? I'm sorry, I was covering part of it. Why was some of it darker than the other one? What is going on? Anyway, patient progress report. Patient number 5567. Same shit. Discharge resolution report. Patient has... Oh, wait, there's two of these? Oh, we've already read this one. There was a note on... That's the same note. I guess this is their copy and that's your copy. How much do you want to bet that everybody who's played this game has been out of this room already? I've been in it for 15 minutes. Most people are in it for 5. Well, that's just what happens. That's what happens when you have ADHD. You just get thoughts and you share them. Even if people don't care. You just share them. Anyway, you get the general idea. Can we go open the door and... There you go. Rookie Sleuth. Investigate every corner of your hospital room. Cool.
I better hurry up. Just like Penny says in her note, I might have a new client this afternoon.
Oh my!
The way things are going, I can't afford to let that slip away.
Oh, bro, this is Unreal Assets. Bro, this is Unreal Assets. I've literally played this before. What was the name of that game when I was playing demos? Literally the same exact room. What was the name of that one room? Or that one game? Oh God. I played it during Steam Next Fest earlier in the year. It was the one where the psycho doctor was chasing you and you go from floor to floor. Like, wasn't it like floor 7 or something? 7th floor? Literally the same layout. It even had a chair in the way, and I remember commenting on it. That's what reminded me of it. So this whole asylum is Unreal Asset Store. And there was someone here too. I had to talk to her, but I couldn't talk to her. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stab you. It's the same layout. That's crazy. I didn't realize they sold like shit like that. That's crazy work.
All right, let's get moving. Today's the first day of the rest of my life.
One second. Oh, whoops. Never mind. Okay. Wait, what just happened?
Better hurry up.
Oh.
Just like Penny says in her note, That's me, the Bloodhound Morley.
What just happened? Why did it reset this?
Damn it, Penny.
I hit load, but I
didn't blame her though.
I didn't mean to load this. My bad. Sorry.
I've managed to lose the only.
Just make sure we got everything then.
Kept me grounded. Her sound advice, always spot on, and the faint hope that she might dump Peter.
Because the door is open. And that's all my stuff. I don't think it would let me go without it anyway. Sorry, cuz. Okay, let's get out of here. You know what's funny is I've heard of Frog Detective, but I don't know anything about it.
Today's the first day of the rest of my life.
Oh, you really said that cliche? I wasn't really listening to him before. Oh my God, sorry. See, I make everything take longer. Just because I can't type. Like I said, man, I need a producer. All right, John Morley's office. At last, back in the streets of the old comfort of foggy old London. The chimneys filled with air. filled the air with the familiar tang of coal dust, while the rhythmic hum of the small industries in Whitechapel, Stepney, and Southwark rang in the ears like a symphony. Soon he'd be seated in his cluttered, dusty office once more, ready for the next case, perhaps finishing off some forgotten bottle of whiskey tucked away in the drawer, and mourning the irreplaceable loss of his assistant, Penny. That's okay, I'm more partial to quarters myself. Sorry.
Back again.
Back
Feels like
again?
stepping into a
You're
forgotten
dealing
paradise.
drugs! Alright, who had 30 minutes before I made that reference? Who had 30 minutes?
Everything's got that same old charm.
That's a
Yet
fat
feels
son of a
oddly
bitch.
new.
Jeez. Oh, he's holding the globe.
His
He's still fat,
hospital
though.
stints give me
Oh,
a bit
I
of a
see.
new
It's the
outlook.
globe is his belly.
Maybe I'll take it a shade easier
Sorry.
from now on.
I'm talking
Sticking
over
to
him.
cases that don't
Sorry.
demand a trip to the morgue.
I'm sorry. I keep talking over him. I'm hype, apparently. I haven't gotten my energy out yet. Today's been, like, going long. Well, cliche, buddy.
Here they are. Penny's keys. Just like it says in her note.
Can we put the thing back? Oh, we can't put the thing back? Man, that sucks. Okay.
So this is Peter.
Why wouldn't she come back for his photo?
It's got punch
weird.
written all over it.
Is Frog Detective a point and click?
Penny's desk. I ought to give her a ring and try to sweet talk her into coming back. If this new client brings in some decent dough, maybe I could settle what I owe her and use a little charm to win her over.
Wait, do you want her like as your partner? Like as your assistant? Or do you want her like romantically? I'm confused.
The murder weapon from the cadaver collector case. Nasty business, that one.
Wait, so you kept it? Isn't that a little weird?
The case of the Red Shoes murder. One of the most complicated I've faced. Finally. Case closed.
Okay, where are we?
Even the coppers missed it.
That's a crazy
The smart
typewriter. Holy hell.
E.
Look at that, like,
That's what
weird.
gave away the typist in the black letters case. My files.
Inspect all items from the cases you've solved.
Debts. Too many debts. Far too many. This case is worth its weight in gold. Everything you need for a portable lab. The umbrella.
That's a
with
weird
bullet
spot to
hole.
hang an umbrella. On your
Souvenir
degree?
From the marksman case. Nearly lost my hat on that one.
Might as well sell this. Apparently you're using your degrees to hang up the umbrellas now instead of this coat tree that's right here conveniently by the entrance. What is going on? What's with the decision making of these characters, bro? I'm sorry. I'm
This one's a favorite.
I'm tearing them apart.
The
I'm
jealous
sorry, but
lover solved everything with a few blows from an ashtray. Brutal, but effective.
man, this dude is kind of sick. He's keeping murder weapons for himself. That's evidence. I mean, I guess they release it after a time, but like, that's weird.
My desk, strangely tidy. Normally it's buried under papers, notes, bits of evidence.
I mean,
He must have wanted to leave everything spick and span before.
This isn't. This
well,
is
before she walked out on me.
this. Okay,
Another
play
one
the
of my
victim.
cards. But this one has my last name circled.
I can see why you're a private detective. That takes some serious detection work. What the fuck? Am I being too critical?
Amazing how this little gadget can reveal the devil in the details. The drawer. It's locked. But there doesn't seem to be a keyhole.
Can I turn it around? Wait. What's happening? Ah! Oh, I hate that delay. That's brutal, man. Nothing there. Okay. Oh, wait. Let's try... Where's the Is there an L? L-E-Y? That's the answer. So it was a code to open the drawer. Oh man, that's where he keeps his Playboys. Of course. That's where all gentlemen keep it. Right at your workspace. Here's mine.
The Scarlet Page. I trust Penny didn't go snooping through my things while I was away.
Hopefully not.
Oh, my apologies, madam.
I didn't get a chance to... Hold on. Hold on. I don't want to... I think there's achievements for, like, finding everything. Are you gonna make me walk in the front door? I hate things that trigger... Oh, that's so annoying. Hold on. I'll just rush through this.
Everything's got that same old charm.
See, this will take me 4 hours because I do shit like this.
Here they are.
I think there's achievements for, like,
just like it says in her note.
examining everything in your room, or in each area, so...
I ought to give... So this is Peter. That's the murder weapon from the the case of the red shoes murder. Even my files. This case... The umbrella with a bullet. This one's a favorite. The jealous lover solved everything with a few blows from an ashtray.
Ain't that special.
Brutal. My desk. Strangely tidy. Normally it's buried under paper.
Blah, blah, blah.
No,
I should have grabbed the gun first.
Penny must have
I didn't realize it would trigger her to come. How would I know that?
Well,
Why would the porn trigger the lady to come in? That makes no sense.
Amazing how this little gadget can reveal the devil in the details. The drawer. It's locked.
I gotta go back.
Seem to be a keyhole.
I think I have to do the... Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, let's do the scan. Actually, hold on. I got everything right. It's just the business card. Yeah, those two are highlighted. This is kind of your first, like... You know... Your first, you know, investigative thingamajig.
My Smith & Wesson.
Just end it, bro.
You never know when it'll come in handy.
There. Alright, cool.
The Scarlet Page.
Just wanted to be careful.
Penny didn't go snooping through my things while I was away.
Jesus, lady.
Oh,
she was pretty stealthy.
I didn't hear you come in.
And she looks familiar, too.
Distracted.
Good afternoon, Mr. Morley. I trust your assistant informed you of my visit as promised.
Yeah, go ahead. Get comfortable.
I was rather engrossed and didn't notice your arrival. To whom do I owe the honor of this meeting?
Lady Margaret Fordside, the 4th Countess of Bloomsbury.
Lady Margaret, could you tell me what brings you here today? How can I assist you?
I shall endeavor to be as candid as possible. 20 years ago, when my daughter was just 18, she was brutally murdered. It happened at our family estate, Bloomsbury Manor.
Because it said Margaret, not Margaret,
Someone
right?
Slipped into the house unnoticed, and upon reaching her room, delivered 5 fatal stab wounds to her chest, lungs, and heart. The police, eager to close the case, hastily blamed and condemned 2 violent thieves who clearly had nothing to do with her death. The investigation was closed, and justice was never served. I am prepared to offer you £30,000 if you take on this case.
In the 40s?
And a further £30,000 if you can solve it and bring the true killer to life.
£60,000 at 45?
Tell me, Mr. Morley, will you accept this case?
Hold on,
I
Ka.
understand your distress, Lady Fordside.
60.
But before I commit to anything, might I trouble you with a few questions?
By all means, Mr. Morley. Ask whatever you must.
In 1945. I just want to know what it is in Canadian dollars. And the inflation and all that shit. What does that mean now? 250,000 Canadian. Bruh. That's a lot to solve a case. I'd be like, yes, I got it. I'm on it.
A case that's been cold for 20 years. You certainly don't make it easy for me,
It's
Lady
a
Margaret.
cold case.
What made you decide to seek out a detective now?
For over 2 decades, I've fought tirelessly to have the case reopened, to prove that the real murderer escaped justice, but all in vain. Neither solicitors nor well-meaning police friends, nor even journalists hungry for a dark story have managed to uncover anything. Then one day, I read about your success in solving the case of the Red Shoes killer. Regrettably, I also learned of the unfortunate incident that left you hospitalized with grievous injuries. On the advice of your secretary, Miss Penny, I waited patiently for your recovery. And now, here I am.
So AI wrote the script and AI did the voices. You can tell. I mean, I should have known better. UBISOFT is all about, they're fine with shoving out AI stuff, but this game's been getting positive reviews. So, I mean, it is Steam reviews. You have to take those with a grain of salt. I do take a bit of umbrage with that, man. I do have a bit of a problem with AI driven. It's just kind of lazy development. I mean, you did the design, I guess, but it's all Unreal assets. I've seen all this shit before. Whatever, we'll keep trucking.
But tell me about Bloomsbury Manor.
Look, it even said Blobsbury in the
After
Blomsbury,
Eddie's
not
death,
Bloomsbury in the click.
I abandoned the estate. I couldn't bear to remain there, to live within those walls. Even now, when I visit the manor, it still feels as though I can hear her footsteps echoing through the halls, her voice humming that old melody. The delusions of an old woman who has mourned her daughter for far too long, Mr. Morley. No mother should ever have to bury her child. Should you accept the case, Bloomsbury Manor would likely be the best place to begin the investigation. I shall not impede your work, as I now reside at Bedford Square, in the heart of the city.
Yeah, see, look at Blomsbury Manor. Like, I do have a, okay, look, I'm not here pretending to be a game dev. I'm not here pretending to be like, I know what it's like to make a game, but I do also know when you have a game that's as small as this, you gotta proofread, bro. On anything you put out, you gotta proofread. I know it's a minor thing. I know. But it bugs me. Just spell check, bro. That's it.
Tell me about the men the police arrested. Why are you so certain they weren't guilty?
2 days after the murder,
I might look and see those
police
reviews.
arrested a pair of violent thieves who were terrorizing the county at the time. Though they swore their innocence in my daughter Elodie's death, their criminal record completely undermined their defense. Seizing the opportunity, the police locked them away for their other crimes, and the case was closed. But what has always struck me as suspicious is that nothing was stolen on the night my Elodie was killed. If those thieves were truly the culprits, why would they murder her and then leave without taking a single piece of silver? It doesn't add up, Mr. Morley.
Tell me,
Witnesses?
were there any witnesses? Did anyone see or hear anything?
It happened at midnight. The house was practically empty at the time, with only a few servants and a guest who was sleeping in the west wing. I was the only one who might have heard something.
Fuck are the reviews? Jesus.
As my room was next to hers. Unfortunately, I had taken a sleeping draught and fell into a deep slumber. It is a decision I shall regret for the rest of my days.
Well, I believe I have all the information I need to get started. I accept the case and will begin the investigation immediately.
I'm pleased to hear that. My butler will bring you the £30,000 tomorrow morning. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have matters to attend to. Once you uncover the culprit, contact me at once, and I shall promptly deliver the remaining £30,000. Please, Mr. Morley, unravel this harrowing mystery that has tormented me for so long.
Yeah, man, these reviews seem so fake. I'm sorry. I wasn't ready yet. Don't launch nothing. Anyway, one second. Just give me a sec, guys. Sorry. Yeah, because like some of those reviews say, oh, this is the type of game that doesn't bore you with unnecessary mechanics. It's like, what are you talking about? When has anybody ever said that as a positive thing? Like, I don't know. Maybe again, I'll just keep playing. I don't want anything to judge it for me, but I'm using my eyes. Anyway, Shadows from the Past. The visit from Countess Marguerite Fordside was just what John needed. A case with all the right ingredients to stir his detective instincts. An unsolved murder from 20 years ago, abandoned by the police in their incompetence, and a generous reward waiting at the end. What more could a man want on his first day back? The journey to Bloomsbury Manor. So it is Bloomsbury. Is it Bloomsbury or Bloomsbury, bruh? I don't know. Bloomsbury Fields, I guess. Passed without incident. So I think Bloomsbury was the typo. I don't know. There's typo. Either way, one of them's a typo. Sorry. I keep getting distracted. The journey. Okay. Passed without incident, though the rough, neglected road, ravaged by years of rain, made for an uncomfortable ride. He arrived under the cover of night. The place was quiet, like the ruins of an old tomb, forgotten and forsaken. All right, reach Bloomsbury. But then the achievement says Bloomsbury Manor. Like it. Is it Bloomsbury or Bloomsbury? I think Bloomsbury sounds better because it's in Bloom. Now I'm getting annoyed, man. I'm sick of.
As I made my way through the dense.
You have indie games, indie devs who are saving the gaming industry, and you have indie devs who are ruining the gaming industry.
The very night of the crime, still
just trying to shortcut.
Shrouded in an eerie calm.
It looks like a Packard.
The manor stood before me. Its facade as inscrutable as the shadows that danced in the moonlight.
Yeah.
Every step I took felt like a
We say please and thank you after we rob you, right?
Into the heart of a mystery that refused to be forgotten.
Oh, wow. Appreciate the honesty. Turn the whip off. Like, look, the badge. Okay. The badge, that I'm pretty sure that's what Packard looks like. Like the which is a defunct car company. I'm pretty sure they took a Packard and then they just pulled the logo. Again, stuff like that I can forgive because it's like it's not a huge part of the game. I mean, visually it looks good, but the jump from medium to high settings is remarkably bad. Like remarkably bad. I thought I was playing a game from like 98 for a second. Is there a flashlight or anything?
Not a sound.
See, look how small it is.
Feels heavy. Like it's hiding something.
Westland Asylum. A place of hope and healing. At Westland Asylum, we believe that the path to recovery begins with compassion, understanding, and the most advanced techniques of mental health care. Our institution offers a tranquil haven for those seeking respite from the trials of the mind. Yeah, it's just because it's not optimized for anything above 1080p. I'm playing in 1440. That's why it looks so small. So it's not scaled right. So you can like that's why the menus are like this. Like I got this extra 1440p, so it does make the game fill, which is what we do, but you know. Anyways.
This painting, it's rather grim. There's something deeply unsettling about it. Almost like it carries a shadow of its own.
Yeah, that's tiny, even for me. Have fun reading that. That's why I'm here to read it for you. Westland Society of Fine Arts, 15th February 1923. Your Ladyship, I write to you on behalf of the Westland Society of Fine Arts regarding the exhibition currently on display at our gallery, which features several works by your daughter, Miss Elodie Fortside. While we fully appreciate the remarkable talent and artistry evident in her work, it is with great regret that we must inform you of a matter of concern. Several of the Society's patrons, particularly among the more sensitive members of our community, have found Miss Fortside's painting to be of a highly disturbing nature. We've received numerous complaints with mothers remarking that the artwork has caused distress to their children, and some ladies reported feelings of unease. There's a growing sentiment that the pieces are unsuitable for public exhibition, particularly in a space frequented by young, impressionable minds. It is with the utmost respect and consideration that we kindly request your Ladyship to arrange for the removal of Miss Fortside's paintings from the current display. We understand that this may cause disappointment, but we feel it is necessary to preserve the decorum and sensibilities of our gallery's visitors. We'd be honored to work with you in finding a more appropriate venue to exhibit Miss Fortside's art. where her unique vision can be appreciated by a more discerning and prepared audience. We trust you will understand our position in this delicate matter, and we look forward to hearing from you at your earliest convenience. With the deepest respect, yours faithfully, Sir Arthur Wellesley, Secretary, Westland Society of Fine Arts. So, you gotta remember, this is an era where this was considered risque and way too sexual. So ladies had to cover them arms.
Elodie had a passion for art.
Cover up them arms.
His style wasn't exactly well received. Disturbing from the looks of it.
Can I just, like, raw dog this entire house and just search one out? Wait, so you're telling me this lady lives here and there's a broken mirror there? That's bad luck, huh? The mirror killed her.
A blue moon. Fitting for a place haunted by its own secret.
What, like the beer? I remember I went on a cruise many years ago, like 10 years ago. Like, my brother had a wedding there. And the only beer that they really served that wasn't total piss water was Blue Moon. So I was pretty Blue Mooned out. I haven't drank a Blue Moon since then, I don't think. You know? So. Is this my...
The Countess left this for me. It could be useful for getting around the place.
Holy shit, look at that. Man, that camera is fucking weird. Okay, with the lantern up, it changes the axes a little bit. Because he doesn't move his hand with it, it's very disorienting. So I'm gonna put that down. See, now it's back to normal. But then when I put it back up, the camera is moving, but because it's the same, but because of where the lantern is, does it not look like it's weird? Anyway, sorry. Who dis? I don't know if I did anything right, but there's a bunch of them, so they have to be moved. All right, my lady, I would kindly ask that once the midday service is complete, you grant me a few moments of your time in the library. Joan Merver, your housekeeper. I guess you couldn't text each other,
right?
The
housekeeper left a note for the Countess, asking her to meet here on the day of the murder. I wonder what truly happened during that encounter. Very well. Let's piece the events together, step by step.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they lie in Vox for sure. But the thing is, they didn't admit heavy use of AI. Their disclaimer literally contradicts that, saying what Fox literally, that's what is pretty much verbatim in the in the Steam thing. So if they'd admit to heavily using AI, and then they say that, and that is misdirection. That's misleading.
Looks like this is the Fordside family book, showing some of their ancestors.
That dude's handsome as fuck. Alaric Fordside, look at that man. He's rocking that hair and the muttons very well. That, I don't know, man. He looking good. How do I get out of here? Oh, you just click. I'll read it. Sir Alaric Fordside, 1798 to 1873. An astronomer and a romantic. I believe it. Who saw in the stars metaphors for his loneliness. In 1842, during a total eclipse, he swore that the diamond ring around the moon was the spirit of his wife, Eleanor, who had died giving birth. From that moment on, his telescope never ceased to aim at the sun, seeking to capture that eternal moment. Lady Eleanor Fordside, 1842 to 1898. Wait, what? So he was an old man. Wait, what? How old was this cuh? How old was this cuh when he married her? She was born when he was 45, bro. If I'm getting that right. No, that can't be right. Because, no, that can't be right. I don't know what that means then. Why do they say... So in 1842, during a total eclipse, he swore the diamond ring was a but so she died in 1842? What is happening? Oh yeah, this could be Eleanor II. That's probably what it is. Oh, in childbirth, duh. Thanks, Dan. 1842, she was, okay. Sorry, that was me. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Okay, that was confusing me for a second. I am stupid. Anyway, shrapnel scar on her cheek, hands hardened by the iron and mud of balaclava. Amid the roar of the Crimean cannons, her silver metal kit, now stained with gunpowder and memory, held not only wounds, but the hidden truth behind a colonel's death. They say she swore to protect the secret and that the oath still lingers within these walls. Oh, there's more. Lord Cedric Fordside. Hold on. Okay, that's the big, I see. Lord Cedric Fordside, 1810 to 1885. A man with a prominent nose and a wandering soul. I'll tell you, man, that guy could smell what's going on in Japan. Look at him giving him a monocle. Dude, just put the eye over. He's got a very pronounced eye. Anyway, whose steps trace past where only blank maps had once lain. Cartographer to Queen Victoria. Oh wow, that's a big title. He devoted his life to naming the unnameable. Jungles that swallowed expeditions, rivers that erased borders, and villages whose names only he remembered. His globe, now cracked by time and the salt of 1,000 seas, bears between its meridians and scars of a man who preferred to get lost rather than return. Lady Isolde Fordside. Is it Isolde? Isolde? I don't know. It's old as fuck. Isolde. Isolde. Is old as fuck. That's for sure. It's 1875 to 1912. She died on the Titanic, probably. A pianist with ethereal hands and a drowned heart. After losing her beloved in the wreck of the SS Meridian, wasn't far off, her nocturnes became unnamed requiems. Her final composition, Elegy in Blue, rests on the ebony music stand in the library. Its notes sketch waves that never kiss the shore, and its pauses echo the silence of a rise never given. That's it. Okay. Thank you. What are you looking at, cuh? Okay, this must be our first guy. No, wait, yeah, he's even older. Handsome chap. Look at him. Well, maybe not. That's not so good. The picture's good. That is a handsome man. And I'm not gay. But if I were, I'd do him. I'd watch the stars with him.
Another painting by Elodie. There's something deeply disturbing about her work.
Okay, let's go over here. Oh, wow. What happened here? Did she leave everything as is? Like, I don't understand.
2 chairs. One of them knocked over.
So I'll look at, tap the description really quick, my dude. And take a look at the sponsors.
The housekeeper's cup is still here. Tea spilled across the table. She never got to drink it.
Are we sure that's tea?
Lipstick stains.
Lipstick stains on my passport. I think I need a new one. Been around the world, don't speak language. But the booty don't need explaining. The only thing I need to understand is when you talk dirty to me.
Did the housekeeper hand the Countess a letter? It seems they met here. But something went wrong during the conversation.
I am very angry. After all these years of service, this is how you repay me? Walking away like this?
I'm sorry, madam, but the situation has become unbearable. My bags are already packed.
Why is it unbearable? Why do I get the feeling that the lady killed the cuh? Well, that wouldn't make sense. Why would she hire me to do it? But then again, that happened in Ace Ventura. You know? But then this is 20 years. Like the second Ace Ventura, I mean. Why? Oh, why would you hire me? The urine stain on your pants would signify you're a single shake man. Far too busy for the follow-up jiggle. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm particularly riding high. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
A globe resting in a beautiful wooden stand.
Yeah, it just makes it really, really sketchy. Oh, what's this?
The Countess threw the housekeeper out in a fit of rage. In her haste, the housekeeper forgot one of her bags. What was it that unsettled the housekeeper enough to abandon her post so suddenly?
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it's gotta be the art. It's the art for me. The art's scaring the shit out of me, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even look at it with oh my god. It's just moody. You know what I mean? It's dark and moody. Like, I feel like a lot of goth folk would like that.
Lady Fortside, still seething, burned something in the fireplace.
She chucked something in there. Alright, it's kind of cut off, but apparently we can read it still. My lady, I have reached a decision, though it weighs heavily upon my heart to sever the ties that have long bound me to this household. Since the reign of King William IV, my family has served Bloomsbury, I'm just gonna say Bloomsbury, unless it's Old English, I don't know, with unwavering loyalty and steadfastness, marked by discretion and a faithful execution of our duties. However, there are limits to all things, and of late, that this house has been frequented by certain individuals whose presence is wholly at odds with the principles of which my lineage is so devoted. It is no coincidence that our family motto is Oblatus, signifying something offered or consecrated. We are vassals of an ideal, the custodians of the most deep-rooted traditions and the bastions of the eternal values of our nation. This house has forsaken all of this, and you well know the reasons why. Please do not concern yourself. I too understand why you have allowed this. Rest assured, I do not judge you harshly, just as I hope you'll understand my reasons. As my family says, Fausta, best wishes. Joan Merver, housekeeper of Bloomsbury Manor. Head of Slytherin House, yes. What's the worst that I can say? Things are better if I stay.
The housekeeper resigned.
So long and good night. So long and good night. Let me carry on this way. Things are better if I stay. So long. You don't say that. You don't. You can't. You're gonna trigger me. You guys know what you're doing. It's a fantastic song. It is. We all had our emo phase. I was the kind of guy who just listened to music, though. I didn't change my appearance to suit a certain style of music. I just dressed how I dressed, and I listened to a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? All right. I know this is a lantern. The lantern sucks.
The lock has been concealed.
Dang.
But this door must open by some other means.
I think I might up the brightness a little bit. And by brightness, I mean, oh, jolly good. No, I meant brightness. I just said it funny just to see if you guys would get it. Do I want 25? Is that gonna be too bright? Let's take a look. No, I'd say that's actually pretty good. Because you don't want to over up the brightness because it can get a little bit jank. You know what I mean? Okay, so I think what needs to happen here is, this is basically, I think, the key, and we have to figure out what we're doing. So we know that he's an astronomer, so maybe we can, oh, you know what? I get it. If he's an astronomer, maybe we could have him face his telescope, because they mentioned the telescope. Can we rotate it to the telescope? Eleanor is, let's see, medical kit. So is there something that I just gotta figure out which one Lady Eleanor is. Ford's side must be the other guy, and he was a cartographer, so we have to maybe face him a map or his globe. Turn him to his globe. Ford's side, probably something in, yeah, her ebony music stand. So we'll have her face her stand. That's obviously what it is. Okay, so this is, where's the old Ka? Actually, here's the old Ka, and he's already facing the globe. Okay, so you have to face your telescope. Oh my god, are you really gonna go counterclockwise right now? One more time? There we go. Face that shit, Ka. All right. You have to face your music stand, which is right there. Oh wait, no, is this the wrong person? And they look similar. I don't know who's who. You look old. Older. Sorry, ladies. You do not ever comment on a woman's age, ever. And guys, fellas, doesn't matter how old they are, you call them miss. Doesn't matter if they married, doesn't matter. Just call them miss. It's just good. It works either way. You don't disrespect them, and they think it's cute. Just call them miss. Works every time. Anyway, Ford's side. Which one is she? Am I looking at the part in the hair? Like, I can't tell. She's got the part in the middle. Wait, no, dude. Oh, the scar in the cheek? Yes, I gotta look for the scar. That's how I know who they are. Good call, Annie. Good thing you're here. Like I said, you're my eyes on this kind of shit. She is scarred. So that's our girl. So she's facing... Shit, where was she facing? Not the globe. You have to face your music stand. Is that... Can I go one more time? Or is that... There we go. Music stand. Alright, and you have to... What was her interest again? Let's see. Hardened by the iron amid the crimson cannon. Silver medical kit. So I gotta find her medical kit. Where is that? Hey, get out of here. Medical kit. Where's her medical kit? Ooh.
It seems Lord Fordside was a renowned sculptor, though his works were somewhat sinister.
Yeah, well. Anywho. Her medical kit is less obvious, isn't it? I mean, it's got to be within view, though. What's that? Oh, it's just a book that's happening to shine. Perchance to dream, right? Oh, there it is. Not if I carry on this way. Things are better if I stay. Is that... There you go. Oh, it did something. There you go. That's a pretty advanced lock, but she got the money. And she got the drive. Alright, let's go. She got the touch. Bum, bum, ba, ba.
This must have been some sort of...
That must be the AI paintings they were talking about. But we manually tweaked it. Alright, let's read the note. Alright, Lady Margaret Fordside. It is actually easier to read the main... This is one of those ones where this is more useless than actually just reading the fucking note. I'm writing to you as an intending physician of Ward 2 to provide an update on your daughter Elodie's progress. It is with great pleasure that I report her notable improvement. Elodie now confides that she no longer experiences dark thoughts. Most importantly, the nightmares have subsided, and she has begun to communicate more amicably with her fellow patients, a crucial step in her recovery. Elodie has also asked me to relay a request, excuse me. She would like you to bring her amber necklace when you visit this Sunday. I will continue to keep you informed of her progress. Respectfully, Dr. Mulder, Chief Psychiatrist, Westland Asylum.
Elodie was committed to a psychiatric facility.
Elodie sang a melody.
Supposedly, Lady Margaret...
I didn't mean to interrupt it, sorry.
I suppose it's Elodie. They
Yep.
look happy. It was undoubtedly a better time.
They don't. She doesn't look happy. The daughter does. Elodie does. What's in the drawer?
An old pocket watch.
Well, that answers that question.
Probably belonged to Lord Fordside, Lady Margaret's husband.
Okay.
A British passport. Lord Fordside was undoubtedly a man of the world.
Great Britain Island. Alright, anything else to look at?
This looks like the key to the main hall.
Oh, so that first door was locked anyway.
House.
Alright, that's the next step. Sir, madam, it's been a pleasure. Time to skip to my loo as I make my way to the main hall. I cherish these moments as a private detective. It fills me with a exuberance in my step that I cannot deny. Take a brother off the bench. Why is this locked? Wait, does she not live here? Whoa, a tree? Who's lighting the candles? Who's lighting them candles? This is an atrium. I was not expecting to see this. That is beautiful. What's up, Monet? Yeah, she's like, oh, wow. It looks like happy times. That's just how they took photos back in the day. It was more so like your actual, but they look so mad. They can look more neutral like this. Like a passport photo or a driver's license photo. Okay, what's happening? Oh, goody. Oh, did I break it? I broke the seal. I was stuck. Just writing in my logbook of shit to mention in the review. Absolute garbage. Underline. Just kidding. I'm joking, but they're trying their best, Dan. Are they? Seems like AI is trying for them. Oh, find Elodie's grave.
Elodie.
Oh, that's why it's so pretty.
Rest eternally, beloved daughter, beneath the tree that once watched you grow. So this is where Elodie is buried.
That is an absolutely stunning centerpiece, man. It is beautiful. I'm sorry, I will say that is very beautiful. Can someone find that in the Unreal shop for me? Might put it in my own game that I'll tell AI to read.
Layers of dried oil
and design for me.
Left untouched for 20 years. It's as if time stopped the moment Elodie laid down her brush.
I mean, I have series of all the Far Cry's minus the first two.
Waiting for something to stir.
Not really on my list at the moment.
The grand ship on the open sea.
Bro, that's a moody painting. I think that's pretty cool. Like, I actually dig this kind of art. It's not my, like, I wouldn't hang it in my fucking house, but it tells a story.
The sinking of a ship.
Oh, okay.
Looks like the last painting Elodie was working on was of a ship at sea.
Yeah, different versions of it.
With maritime references.
Yeah, look at all the different ship paintings.
Obsessed with it.
Let me. You have to be a certain spot to engage with them.
A man with his back turned, watching a ship go down. Looks like some sort of clue.
Trace the tree's journey from birth to decay.
Trace the tree's journey from
I don't have to read it.
to decay. Follow the path of the artist in a thoughtful display. Arrange the 4 stages and the door will obey. Unlock the path ahead as art lights your way.
Okay. So birth to decay, I would assume that probably does that mean from the starting point, from like its roots up? Follow the paths of the artist in a thought. That's where we are now. Arrange the 4 stages, then a door will obey. So it's the order of which painting was drawn first, probably. Seems pretty straightforward to me. My lady, I must confess, never before has anyone requested something of this nature from me. I believe I am capable of the task, but I must inform you that it will require a significant sum. Certain parts will need to be specially crafted in the city, and I must first commission the necessary plans. What you are asking for is a piece of intricate engineering, but rest assured, there will be no more ingenious way to restrict access to certain areas of the house. If it pleases you, I propose to delineate the spaces as follows. Area A, private quarters. Area B, guest quarters. Area C, kitchens and servants' quarters. I have provided a sample mechanism for Area C, adhering to your original concept. I would greatly appreciate a prompt response so that I may proceed with ordering the remaining mechanisms. Thomas Blacksmith. His last name is Blacksmith? Really? What does he do for a living? He's a doctor. Oh, of course. And who's this gentleman? This is Jerry Dentist. What's he do? Oh, he's a landscaper. Okay. And who's that? Oh, that's Tommy Janitor. What's he do? He's a janitor. All right. Moving
Lady
on.
Margaret took special care to secure the house, restricting access to certain areas.
Well, I got a key now. What's it say on it? Drawing and... Wow, just... Yep. Well done. Okay, so what is this? Okay, we don't have a thing for that. What's this? Alright, we don't have any codes for any of these, so let's look down. There were some... Let's put this down. This door, perhaps? Yes. Alright, welcome. Again, very moody stuff. She uses a lot of black in her drawing. She's the kind of girl who would have a black wedding dress. That's happening a lot more. That's way more common. Weddings are being... Oh my god. How they look when Dan won't shut the fuck up in his intro and just get to the game. That's the face they make. Ah! It's agony. Putting yourself through the agony. Also, they play it in half speed too, so it takes longer. What do they call those fuckers again? Masochists. You like the pain. You put yourself through pain. You love it. Anyway. Let us take a look. So we'll start with the book.
This looks like Elodie's diary.
It literally says Elodie's diary on it. You don't write your diary on it. Oh. Oh, sorry. I thought we were waiting for her to sing something. I'm sorry. It was just frozen. The metronome. At least we get a nice soundtrack. There's a lot of shit in here. So, I'm assuming we gotta get here.
Locked, as expected. There's a metal engraving of a tree.
Yes. What is happening? Oh, that looks like a scythe. That must be death. Oh. Okay, there's obviously an order. What just happened?
I'm so happy.
Oh, jeez.
Walter has finally arrived. I must admit, I am utterly captivated by him. I invited him to visit, and he gave me his word he wouldn't fail to come as soon as he was able to leave. And now he's finally here. I can scarcely contain my joy. It feels as though all the darkness has faded away.
And they just nixed the song, I see.
They looked so in love. So happy. Those poor souls. Tragedy seems to have cast a long shadow over this family.
Yeah, I think what's her name might have killed them all. And it's just trying to, I don't know, I could be wrong.
Damn it, it's not here. It's simply not here.
Why would you write that down?
This must be the Countess's handwriting. What was she searching for?
Why would she write down, damn it, it's not here?
Looks like a commercial seaman's yearbook.
Oh, it's long and hard and full of seamen.
Cruise. It's open to the pages under
Tough sub.
S.
Okay. So obviously, wait, how many more paintings do I have to engage with? Oh, you know what? It's probably the stages of growth that I have to engage with. But let's just look at some of these paintings. I kind of skipped them, so I got distracted. Big shock.
Some of these paintings are really dark and sinister.
Oh, there's one there. That's probably the very, very first painting I start with, right?
A young woman screaming in the middle of the darkness.
That was your mom last night. Except not young. Seasoned. Crispy. Alright, so that's the sapling. Little baby boy tree. Yeah, see, it didn't go back like the other ones. So let's try going this one now. It's getting a little bit girthier. And maybe this one, because it's growing, and then probably withered and dead. And this one to finish? Yeah. Okay, I'll just make sure there's nothing else to look at before we leave. Oh boy. I mean, even though like I'm making fun of the game as we go, I'm still having a good time. Are y'all having a good time? Because I'd be very upset if you didn't. Just kidding. It's not. It's really not. It's intriguing me. Wow, it is dark. Turn on that flashlight. I mean, you know what I mean.
A boarded up door. The access to the servants' quarters appears to be blocked for some reason.
We'll probably have to get there. You close it off. Board it up. Remember the time that I spilled the cup. of apple
Something
juice
definitely happened here.
in the hall.
Was it a
Please
struggle?
tell Mom it was not her fault. Gordon Freeman. Oh God, Gordon Freeman. Okay, what can we look at here? We got the ladle. There's a chair.
These broken chairs. Someone must have held them to the ground with great force.
Okay.
Some of these tools have been bent, likely trampled over.
Okay. I expect to hear the valve, like, intro sound when I hit this. No? Oh, there. Oh, that's probably how I pry the shit apart.
A silver knife is missing,
Of course it is.
and it's nowhere to be found. Likely taken by the same person who caused all this destruction. It looks like this vase was shattered.
They slapped his
Just
face
drop.
on every vase
Smashed
on
with intent.
every vase. Who's that? Another clothed person. Or, no, you know what I mean. Cloaked thing. Alright, let's go ahead and use a crowbar or something. God damn, Billy Jack, that was loud.
Looks like the crowbar is broken.
I'm sorry, the crowbar is broken? That's all it took to break the crowbar? Oh my God, that is not to be
Lady Margaret,
standard
after the
with.
death of her daughter, dismissed the staff and left the mansion.
Okay, let's go to the bathroom. We'll take a dump. Oh wait, that's the sound of the lantern. The little flame. It's kind of moody. I've been saying moody a lot. I'm sorry. Okay, that seems a little on the nose.
Blood-stained scissors stuck in the sink basin. Deeply unsettling.
Yeah, everything's been left. And they're like, I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. Can't figure it out. Oh, they actually have a bidet. Wow, that's some luxury. I remember the first time I used a bidet like this, I did not know how it worked. You basically fill it up with water and you wipe your ass with a towel, more or less. It's fucking disgusting. I thought it sprayed up your butthole, but I was like, what am I doing? And I literally was sitting in water. I'm like, what am I... It was embarrassing. I hope not. I got scars. It sucked. The other game sucked ass. It was broken. Literally, just go watch the first, like, 10 minutes of the game and you'll see what's going on. Like, it's literally ass. It's horrible. You know? Okay, there's a bunch of rooms here. These are all the servants' quarters, no? They're playing backgammon. Or no, wait, is that backgammon or baccarat? That's backgammon, right? Backgammon. Sorry. I mix the two up sometimes.
A good way to motivate the staff.
Oh, right, I deleted it. I'm sorry. That's on me. I apologize. I forgot I deleted it. Yeah, it sucked.
No doubt. This
It's trash.
is the cook's room.
Very bad. It was very broken. It obviously wasn't ready for release, and they still released it. They charged a lot of money, too, for when you really think about it. So I bailed out on it, got a refund, and went for this one instead. Whoa.
A doll pierced with an awl. A warning?
All the leaves are brown.
The young maid was an avid fan of actor Valentin
Bro,
Rudolph.
that is definitely
A
AI.
collection of posters from his films.
Literally, that ghoul in the background, I've literally seen AI make that for somebody before. Anyways, I'm sorry. Alright, this one is harder to read, so I'll probably use the other one. Dear Mother, I wish I could tell you that all is well and that I am happy here at the Countess's household. Mrs. Merwer, the housekeeper, takes good care of me. Lady Margaret sees no one but her daughter. According to Mrs. Merwer, she fears some kind of relapse and Manor is falling apart day by day. But the worst of it, Mother, is that man, that dark. He lurks... I hope you mean shadowy figure, not the alternative. It is the 40s. He lurks in the shadowy corners of the house when I'm cleaning or carrying out my tasks and throws himself at me. He's incredibly strong. His great hand sees me and I feel completely helpless. At night, I am afraid to go to the lavatory. There in the dim solitude, I feel watched by something wicked and a deep spectral breathing leaves me frozen with fear. Thank God, it's just a ghost. It's just a ghost. Only Mrs. Merwer has listened to me. I believe she too understands that this man is a great danger, one that will sooner or later bring about a tragedy. She and I are exhausted. Yours affectionately. I'm not just gonna show you my deck there, Thomas. Otherwise, there'd be literally 0 point in me making a year-end video of the best and worst games. If everyone just like, what do you want to know? It's like, oh, I don't. I was like, I want you to watch the video. I don't want to give you a reason not to watch it, you know? What do we got in here? What happened here? That's like a skid mark or something. Well, that's bloodstained. Attention staff, whilst the installation new security system. So area B is 34982. That's the code. Okay, so now we can get into that one of the spots. Area B anyway.
Miss Marva apparently knew her way around the tarot.
Oh, tarot cards.
Spread.
Devil, death, and the tower? Isn't that like the worst hand you could pull?
It will bring death and lay ruin to the house and all who dwell within.
Okay. I think they did that because it wasn't relevant.
A backgammon board.
What is backgammon?
One of the oldest board games.
I've never understood backgammon. I remember my grandma had it, and I was like fucking around with it at like her house one time, and I'm like, how do you play this game? So my brother and I were literally just like lining up colors with the triangles. I still don't know how to play backgammon. No, I don't think it's a game that anybody really needs to know. Oh.
Is there someone else in the house?
It's kind of cheating. Encounter the shadowy figure. I don't see him. I hear him. So they've added ghosts. Is that the guy who jump scared me at the very, very beginning? I don't like that. Oh, it is him.
Who the devil is that man? He had a knife. I'm completely in the dark here. I don't think he saw me.
Are we hiding? I think he's a ghost. He's been summoned. What's the worst that I... Oh. Hello. So the man who killed her. Or... Yeah, it was the guy who jump scared us in the beginning. Okay, which side would it be? I don't know. Let's guess this one. This one could be... It's on the leisurely. It goes left to right. What was... 9, 8... Hold on. Shit. What was the number? Crap. 983. Was it 98, right? 9832. No, it's not 98. I think there's a 98. Oh my god, do I have to go back? Why didn't I make a mental note? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Can I access my... Oh my god, bruh. Wait, why am I... Okay, now I can't move. There we go. I have to run back because I don't remember the code. Why didn't I make a mental note about it? I thought that would be like a thing I could reference. 34982, and he's got me. I don't have to go back. Thank you. Try it again. Sorry. I got distracted. Big shock. It's been a very distracted day, isn't it? So I knew it had 9-8 in it. Oh, 3-4, not 9-4. Whoops, sorry. There we go. Sweet. Oh, sorry. I thought it was like. Wait, is it a loading screen? Oh, it was. It was. I don't know. I think the textures were loading.
Another boarded up door.
And if we need another paper mache crowbar to get it open.
Was it sealed before the murder? And why?
We definitely have to go in there, though. You know. Anything in the corner? I don't think it's that deep. It ain't that deep. Alright.
This must be Walter Brandon's room.
Can we... Look at all the mirrors broken. Are you guys Jewish or something?
A model ship. Mr. Brandon must have felt a deep yearning for the sea.
Just trying to get all the lore. Alright, we just gotta do the... Well, there's
an empty bottle. It smells of good rum. A compass and a sextant. Tools of a sailor. The diary of Walter Brandon. Perhaps it holds some clues about who he was, and what his involvement in this case might be.
Okay.
I am terrified that man has found me. I fear something dreadful is about to happen. Tonight as I awoke, I saw him, standing at the foot of my bed. I could not make out his face, but his knife. The gleam of its blade shone in the darkness. I sprang up suddenly, determined to confront this stranger. Grabbing the heavy candlestick from the nightstand, I hurled it with all my strength.
And then he hit the
He
glass.
vanished into the dark.
Probably. Is that what you did? All right. Oh. Jesus fucking Christ.
Coming here was a grave mistake.
How many fucking teeth does he have? Jesus Christ, look at them layers.
Watching and lurking in dark corners, waiting to surprise me. I dare not tell Elodie. She would think the one thing I dread most for her to believe. I see him again from the window, watching me.
It's creepy, man.
His long hair and beard obscure his face, and he still holds that knife. He means to kill me.
Does he? Maybe he's just trying to cut up some sausage. Some bratwurst. Wait, why is it... Wait, why did it zoom in that much? Oh, yeah, he's tiptoeing. He's right here, bro. You don't see him? Anyway. Book.
I am losing my faculties. It is best I return to the ship. Everyone seems to be conspiring against me. The housekeeper despises me, accusing me of misconduct. Perhaps I'm not a man of refinement, but I know what respect is. Yet this morning, as I awoke from my rest, she was enraged with me. It was of no use to tell her I had slept peacefully. An external maid who comes to clean was crying and accusing me of having approached her in an unseemly manner. I would never do such a thing. I am a sailor, a man of the world. I know how to conduct myself.
Okay. Oh.
The last entry in the diary, dated the very night of the murder.
Oh, little bit close.
My beloved Elodie, why can you not believe this poor sailor who only wishes to love you? I have left everything behind. My ship, the sea, all my world, just to be by your side as you asked me to. Damn it. I can hear the man with the knife coming up the stairs from the hall. I need to hide.
How do you know it's him? What if we had some schizophrenia?
What in the devil was happening here? It seems this trunk was all Walter owned.
Can I
Take
access?
a look at it.
That note looks like... I don't know.
A photograph of Elodie. No doubt Walter cared for her deeply.
Oh, we got a key.
Looks like the key to the back garden. I better head back to the staircase gallery. Pretty sure I saw a door to the outside there.
Is there anything else to look at? Hat?
Seems I'm not the only one with a fondness for hats.
Was our guy wearing a hat, though? I don't remember him wearing a hat. Maybe he was and I just didn't notice. I mean, he's not in the cover art, so that's interesting. I mean, I guess you don't have to wear a hat all the time to be liking hats. I like hats, but I don't wear them all the time. Just proved your own theory, Dan. So I probably need this key, correct? Yeah, because this is a key. The other one's an actual, like, lock with a combo on it. Anyway. Oh, we got
The killer likely
footprints
fled through the rear door of the house.
Is that blood? Let's put that down. Game's not running so good. Yeah, once you have too many assets, so it's obviously not very... the damn lumen, bro. It's all about the lumen.
At that old fountain in the garden, now little more than a basin of stagnant water, one can still make out the faint impressions of bloodied hands. It seems almost certain the killer stopped here, in a hurried attempt to wash away some of the blood spattered across his body. The gate still bears the macabre traces of that old tragedy, like a silent witness, pointing to the path taken by that murderous beast as he fled.
Okay, obviously we'll inspect the greenhouse. Oh, this a house? It's a bit dark. Who dat? Is that a statue? Oh, it's a coat. Pfft, got me.
Here's the missing kitchen knife.
Well, it's bloodied.
Undoubtedly the murder weapon.
We found the murder weapon quite easily, I might add.
It's clear that the man who killed Elodie discarded his blood-stained clothing during his escape.
I guess that wouldn't really make any difference, would it?
Despite his injuries, the killer rid himself of anything that might incriminate him.
Or the greenhouse
before
behind the
fleeing
garden.
scene. The boots.
Jake? Shit.
Even the...
I gotta pause it. Thank you, Jake, for the gift, man. Mute that for a second. Oopsies. Forgot about the reindeer. What is that? That'll bring us to 16, back into the 1600s category. Here we go. Thank you, brother. As always.
knife. It's a chilling thought, but those very items remind me of the figure seen lurking near the manor. The same figure Walter Brandon spoke of with such dread.
Oh, fresh crowbar.
Perhaps the very one who was said to have harassed the maids. That mysterious presence was, in all likelihood, the murderer of Elodie Fordside.
Okay, we'll grab that.
This ought to do the trick for that boarded up room upstairs, just by Walter Brandon's room.
Alright, good. And that'll break as soon as you use it as well. This was a fucking mess, bro. Like, he literally... Like, how much blood did he have on him? Like, she must have been dead. Like, that dead. That, you know what I mean? Crazy. But now we can go to that one... We can go to we can go to that one location that was boarded up. Did it break again? Alright, to this day, 3 years since his disappearance, I still catch myself entering this room, expecting to find him there. Exhausted yet sleepless, laboring without pause, shut away for days on end without food or rest, carving his final dreadful and chilling masterpiece. With those eyes mad, haunted, the same eyes that seem to afflict every Fordside heir without exception. The very same enigmatic, sorrowful gaze I find myself recognizing more and more in Elodie's face with each passing day. The day I saw her, scarcely 3 years old, create her first drawing, I knew then she, too, was lost. I cursed this wretched inheritance, so steeped in misfortune. Tomorrow I shall take Elodie to the sanatorium. With therapy in a controlled environment, perhaps that she may might begin to improve. I shall not allow the Fortside legacy to take Elodie from me as well. 25741, 25741, 25741, 25741. Someone, can you just type that in the chat really quick, just so I don't have to keep remembering it? Because I gotta keep searching, so.
Unlabeled liquor bottles. The damp and the passing years have likely worn away whatever once marked them. There's a distinct scent of wormwood, the plant at the heart of absence.
Gracias.
Thujone, its active compound, could provoke hallucinations. Visions said to come straight from the goddess Artemis herself.
Oh.
A sharpening wheel. Lord Fordside likely crafted his own chisels. Lord Fordside was a gifted artist, no doubt, but his work betrayed a dark and tormented soul. This unfinished fallen angel stirs in me a curious sense of unease, almost repulsion.
Anything else to look for in here? Probably not. A lot of this stuff is pretty obvious, to be honest with you. So now we have the new code 25741. We can open up this district now. Wing C or whatever it was. Seven four one. Yes. Here we go. All right.
The door is locked. I'll need to find the key.
And it's got blood on it, so that's probably where she was murdered. Were you actually seeing this?
Who the bloody hell are you?
Can I go after him? Of course he's gone.
Where's that man gone?
Like, he's a figment. There must be something in the house that people are smoking that good kush. Seems kind of random.
This room looks like...
I thought that was a laptop for a second.
Lady Margaret?
Like, that doesn't make sense.
The bed is made. The Countess hadn't yet gone to bed on the night of the murder. It's a damn fine bottle of wine. No one in their right mind would open a vintage like this and leave it abandoned, unless something rather urgent interrupted the evening. Seems Lady Margaret was reading in the chair that evening. The book's still open, right where she left it.
This is a nightmare. I am deeply concerned for Elodie. The housekeeper has long been warning me about Walter. I have made some inquiries, and nothing is as it seems. Elodie remains blissfully happy with him in the house. I am at my wit's end. Since her return from the sanatorium, she has been positively radiant, a true beacon of light. They go out together and seem to have a splendid time. He appears very close to her. This is in stark contrast to the picture painted by the housekeeper, which is a complete contradiction.
Contradiction.
Last night I heard him scream. He seemed to be in the throes of a panic attack. I approached on tiptoe to the guest quarters, and then suddenly I was struck with terror. An insane, maniacal laughter echoed through the night. It did not sound like him. The following morning, Walter and Elodie went out to sail on the pond. Everything appeared normal, and he was the most charming he has ever been.
You have to wait for it to finish, and then it'll say, like, new clue. Come on. So I don't see the next... Oh, there it is. Just kidding.
Something made of glass has shattered here.
Oh, her wine glass.
Oh my god, what is that noise? It's coming from Elodie's room.
Wait, she said Elodie that time. Did you hear that? She said Elodie, but it said Ellery. So wait, they've been calling her Elodie the whole time, have they not? So is it Ellery or Elodie? I don't fucking get it. What is going on?
The fireplace tools. All knocked over on the floor. And unless my eyes deceive me, the poker appears to be missing.
Oh my god, Elodie!
Jesus!
Lady Margaret, quite agitated, grabbed the fireplace poker and rushed toward Elodie's room.
Okay.
A key. Likely the one to Elodie's room.
Okay, we'll take that then.
Lady Margaret lied to me. She hadn't taken any sleeping draught that night. She could have heard the attack and rushed to see what was happening.
Oh, that's
Why did she hide this from me?
Baby boy.
The more I investigate, the more convoluted it all seems.
We've got a tooth snaggle.
I should head to Elodie's room to search for answers.
Let me see the snaggle. Buddy. Oh, I wanted to see the snaggle tooth. Okay, fine. It's Papa Squat right here, buddy. Jones has like a tooth just caught on his lip. That's so cute. You gonna take a seat there, buddy? You Papa Squat? Hmm? No? Sit down. Come on. Oh, it's a good boy. I gotta move the thing though, so you gotta take a seat. You gotta take a seat. Oh, it's a nice boy. Nice boy. Okay, anyway. So we can go to the next thingy. But you can't block the screen. How am I supposed to see anything? Huh? Hi. Oh, it's a good boy. Buddy.
A pool of dried blood. There's no doubt now. This was the scene of the crime.
Duh. What if what's-her-name accidentally killed her daughter by mistake, and she was also under the influence of, like... I wonder if everyone was just hallucinating, like we hallucinating in here. But you gotta pick a spot. It keeps moving around. Hey, just take a seat. Take a seat, buddy. Anyway, sorry.
A rag doll, tossed on the floor. I'd wager it used to sit neatly on the bed. Either it was knocked over in the scuffle, or perhaps Elodie dropped it herself in the panic.
Need them deep pets, buddy.
Photograph of Elodie Fordside and Walter Brandon. If my memory serves me right, looks like it was taken at Westland Asylum. There was a struggle here, clear as day. Not a clean break-in. The killer wasn't
Unless
subtle.
it was him.
Judging
What if it
by
was
the sheer
Brandon?
brutality of the crime, we can almost certainly conclude the killer was a man of considerable build. The blood-stained coat, found alongside the greenhouse knife, suggests that the mysterious figure seen loitering nearby may, in fact, be the very same individual who committed the murder. They say the killer always returns to the scene of the crime. But 20 years have passed.
Oh, thanks.
Why now? Let's attempt to reconstruct the events, just as they might have unfolded that night, and try to understand precisely what happened.
Hi. What are you doing, sir? I mean, you could sit down. You just gotta sit down, buddy.
A teacup
Down.
on the bedside table.
Fine.
Elodie must have lain down that night, perhaps already drifting to sleep.
Yeah, I wonder if he was like, I mean, here's the thing. They said this is the picture at the asylum. What if she was visiting him at the asylum? Like, we don't know that. We're just making assumptions because they mentioned it before, you know? So.
The door's lock, completely broken.
Whoa!
Indicates someone forced their way into the room, likely startling Elodie awake.
Yes.
Elodie tried to flee, but the killer cornered her near the vanity. She lost her balance and fell, breaking the dresser and chair.
Alright, where's the next item? Hey, no, we do not, sir. We don't chew on the keys on the keyboard. It's not for you to chew, sir. Sorry, this cat is just hogging all my attention right now. Hi. You are adorable. You're so cute. Why don't you sit down? Take a sit. Take a sit. Okay, what else? Oh, there's a vase.
The killer dragged her to the bed
Yes.
against her will. In the struggle, one of the vases fell from the mantelpiece.
Sorry, he's doing all this mouse work. I'm not. I want to take a look at this man. He's a cute baby boy. He's a lot bigger, but... I don't know if you can see it. Don't push me away. You wanted this. Just lie down, buddy. Best of both worlds. You keep moving. Oh my god! Jesus Christ on a stick. See, that's some bad placement. That's not the first time homeboy's just been in my grilly. Like, stop doing that. Like... Ah! I'm his dentist. What did I call that guy? Jimmy who did you get? I got Jimmy Dentist. No, that's the fucking landscaper. You gotta get Roger Lawyer. God, he's a fucking maniac. Look at this man's face. Anyway.
On the bed, the killer stabbed her mercilessly, again and again, staining the sheets with blood.
Damn. Yeah, I don't think this dude exists. I think it's Brandon. Raisin Bran over here.
That's when Lady Margaret arrived, striking the killer with the fireplace poker, knocking him away from Elodie.
And then he teabagged the doll in the process.
Wounded, the killer fled the scene, but it was already too late. Elodie was already dead.
His beard is fucking red. I don't know if that's supposed to be blood. Gather all clues from Elodie's crime scene. Well, cool. Don't I feel speckle? So we know how it went down. I mean, they pretty much spelled it out for us. I could be wrong. There could be another killer.
Bloomsbury mansion. It choked my thoughts. It had that kind of sadness that seeps into your bones like old damp. And that sudden abandonment, so clear before my eyes, looked like a sinister time capsule.
So who was he? Davy Jones in the flesh.
One thing was certain. My next move was to dig up answers about the man with the knife, and about Walter Brandon, the sailor from Westland Asylum. An old, forgotten sanatorium that, 20 years ago, was the scene of a meeting between Elodie Fordside and that Brandon fellow.
Alright, Lament of the Forgotten. That was a longer chapter. We were there for over an hour. An hour and 10, actually. But to be fair, that was like the crime scene, so. Of the Forgotten. Okay. Alright, so. Oops. Alright. The old sanatorium loomed in the distance, silent and solemn, a monument to forgotten suffering. It stood like a sleeping giant, its walls steeped in the horrors of another age. John knew that crossing its threshold meant stepping into the labyrinth of the human mind, where the madness of some and the cold indifference of others had turned places like this into breeding grounds for nightmares. A creeping unease settled in as he neared the entrance, a whisper of dread curling at the edges of his thoughts. Yet he pressed on. He needed answers, and he was certain they lay waiting in the dark.
It was an ungodly hour when my battered car crept along the winding, shadowed road leading to Westland Asylum. But what I found upon arrival was disquieting. The building, forsaken for more than a decade, remained illuminated.
Someone's been there.
Was it some ancient emergency system defying the passage of time? Or was someone awaiting my arrival?
Before we go in the front, let's head down here. I don't have a lantern anymore. They took it away. I guess that was for that, that was their lantern. They had to return it. It's not mine to take.
Feels good to be back. Mullet.
It sounded like it said mullet. What's up, Molly? Thanks for 40 months, bruh. Good to have you back. All right, Gilbert, I am leaving now. I've gathered all my belongings, but I see that yours are still here. I have had to return the key to the front entrance, but the passageway leading to the back courtyard remains. I've covered it up a bit, but I'm sure you'll remember where it is. The kitchen window was broken, and quite frankly, I don't believe anyone will come to mend it. You should be able to get in through there without any trouble. Take care.
So, there's an alternative entrance, hidden somewhere in the wall of the asylum.
Of course there is. All right, that's all we got in here. This is all a dead end. Ah. You target it, bro. Ugh, god damn it. It's really dark. Sorry, I don't have the lantern anymore. Hopefully I'll get a lantern. Maybe I won't need it. Alright, find a way into the asylum. Cat burglar's instinct. Or just using your eyes.
Oh, bloody hell. It's pitch black in here.
It is dark.
Looks like I've stumbled into what could be the kitchen.
And I don't want to hear any bitching.
Impossible. Locked as well.
It's fine. Okay,
the lantern. It's broken.
You
I'll
dummy.
Without it for now.
Well, it wasn't working anyway. I was hitting F and that shit wasn't working. What's that noise? West wing is locked. This is quite the floor. I feel like it would be uneven. It's like herringbone pattern with just cement. Is that what they intended? That looks terrible. I'm assuming the boards are just like ripped up, but it just seems consistent enough. I don't know. Maybe someone thought they'd come to the asylum and get some free hardwood. It's the only thing I could think of.
Westland Asylum was a top place in its good old days.
All right, Westland Asylum, a place of hope and healing. Under the esteemed direction of Dr. Mulder, with this distinguished consultation of Dr. Sheridan, expert in modern therapeutic methods, compassionate understanding and advanced techniques of mental health care, marking the start of recovery. Dr. Mulder's guidance and Dralhenden's progressive therapy insights, providing effective treatments for nervous ailments, melancholia, hysteria, and other mental disturbances. Services included are restorative rest cures, modern electrotherapy applications, talk therapy and moral treatment, personalized occupational activities, holistic and humane care. Westland Asylum stands at the fore of psychiatric advancement, merging experience and innovation while treating every patient with the dignity of hope. For admissions and inquiries, Westland Asylum Admissions Office, Fairwood Lane, Westland County. What's up, Caleb? How you doing?
May 1922. This letter was written half a year before Elodie's murder. It's possible she was still a patient here at the time.
Okay. May 5th, 22, Dr. Mulder, Director of the Westland Sanatorium. Sir, in view of the escalating violent incidents within this institution since the arrival of patient B03, we, the undersigned, feel it is our duty to express the following concerns on behalf of the sanitary support staff. Patient B3 requires specialized care and strict oversight, necessitating immediate confinement in the isolation cell. Access to shared or public spaces should be allowed only under the supervision of 2 attendants equipped with tranquilizing injectables. The recent incidents have underscored grave deficiencies. Jesus, defecations, I was almost saying. Deficiencies in this institution's security measures, revealing its unpreparedness to house patients with such a high degree of aggression. We strongly urge the hospital administration to implement decisive measures without delay. Should our concerns remain unaddressed, we will be compelled to escalate this matter to the National Asylum Workers Union, which has been made aware of our grievances. Respectfully, Nurse Florence Norman, on behalf of the sanitary support staff, Westland Sanatorium.
The nurses were genuinely concerned about the aggression of patient B03.
To all staff and family members of the patients, on the forthcoming Tuesday, the 6th of April, 1932, and as previously announced, the closure of this institution shall take place. Within the span of 1 month, the sanatorium shall be fully closed, and the patients will be transferred to other hospitals in the area according to their individual needs. As for the staff, you may request any outstanding payments and the severance compensation proportional to the time worked at the administration office, which shall remain open for 1 additional week following the closure, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For your convenience, we kindly request that you schedule an appointment. The final working and insurable day shall be Monday, the 4th of April, 32. Dr. Mulder, Director of Westland Sanatorium.
The asylum was shut down 10 years ago. Judging by the state it's in, they probably had no choice but to close it due to the building's condition.
The girl? How is the girl?
You mean Miss Elodie Fortside. Don't worry, that bloke didn't lay a finger on her. But you took quite a knock.
Sorry.
This is going to smart.
Are we good?
The front door. Sealed shut. As expected. Nothing's ever straightforward, is it? It's locked. Without the key, I won't be able to access the upper floors.
Naturally. Anything behind here? Try the office.
This file cabinet is now empty. It probably held all the records of the inpatients.
Memorandum. Pursuant to the established protocols and regulations of Westland Asylum, in preparation for the forthcoming annual report to the Board of Trustees, Dr. Leonard Sheridan will retain custody of the patient records for a duration of 5 days. Members of the medical staff requiring access to these records during this interval are advised to direct their inquiries to Dr. Sheridan's office between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Selma Crenton, Administrative Secretary.
I need to find Dr. Sheridan's office.
Okay, so I can open this one, but no other one? Let's check this corner, nothing.
We must formalize the admission of Miss Elodie Fortside. I have her file here.
That girl? What do you think of her?
I don't quite know. She seems a good girl. I do hope she recovers soon.
I know what Dr. Mulder thinks of her.
Oh, don't be wicked.
You cannot tell me you haven't noticed. Have you seen the way he looks at her?
Shh, hush now. Someone's coming.
It seems the nurses were gossiping about a certain Dr. Mulder, who appeared to be especially...
Wait, it's probably Lenore, isn't it? Was I saying Lenore? It's probably Lenore. Anyway. Bye. Oh, there. Is that what's ringing? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Mr. Morley, is that you?
Lady Margaret?
What?
Mr. Morley, I'm so relieved to hear your voice.
Why are you phoning me
I've been
here?
trying to reach your office, but I couldn't get through to anyone.
It's awfully late at night, Lady Margaret. How on earth did you know I was at Westland Asylum?
Well, I was already in bed, truth be told. But there was something on my mind. A vital detail I'd forgotten to mention. I called your office, searched for you at the mansion, and when I couldn't find you there, I assumed you might be investigating at the asylum.
I see.
Why would the line
Very
still be
resourceful of you.
operational? I don't understand.
Now tell me, what is this detail of such importance?
Oh yes, of course. I almost forgot. You see, the truth is, I'm afraid that you're not alone.
What the devil does that mean?
Oh, I almost forgot. You're about
Hello?
to die. Like, what?
Lady Margaret?
Girl, she finna kill us. Ah! What the cuh? Dude, I'm trying to figure out the angle that this game's going in. Like, is it just actually like a, like, is it actually going to be like an actual killing, or is there some ghostly shit going on too? Like, I don't actually know. Yeah, my bad. I still don't have
There's someone
anything.
there. Damn it. I've got a bad feeling about this.
What is that? Oh, dead end. We have power? That do the trick? This basement's kind of small. Open door, cold to warm. What? So blue, green, yellow, red? Is that what they're saying? Alright, internal memorandum. Westland Asylum. Due to the increasingly precarious state of the electrical network, which, as you are all aware, is far too aged and no longer fit for safe operation, and given the impending closure of this institution, the administration has no alternative but to suspend all plans for renovation. Accordingly, and in the interest of maintaining minimal functionality, one of the primary safety switches required for the activation of the... Why is this here? The electroshock therapy room has been installed in isolation cell BO4. Effective immediately, cell BO4 is to be decommissioned as a holding cell and repurposed as a maintenance storage room. Staff are to refrain from placing any patients therein and must ensure the room remains accessible to authorized personnel only. Let it be noted in all relevant logs. Administration. Okay. Oh God. Don't like that. Oh my. Why is there blood all over the walls? I think a lot of these rooms are just going to be empty. That's feces. The first one was blood. That's feces. What's next? Semen?
Internal report. Patient B08, Miss Beatrice Marin, female, 28, reclassified after initial misidentification. Miss Marin presents with severe self-destructive behaviors. She engages in autosarcophagy, self-cannibalism that has markedly compromised her physical integrity and compulsively ingests her own hair. These actions, driven by deep psychological torment and overwhelming despair, leave her in a perilously fragile state. As a precaution, she is secured in a straitjacket and confined to an environment entirely devoid of any utensils or objects that might facilitate further self-harm. Her treatment protocol centers on the administration of potent sedatives to alleviate anxiety and curb these impulses, with ongoing monitoring.
Y'all heard that first. Wait, great. Okay. She's eating herself. She, like, cuts off, like, I don't know what. She's like I don't know if she's that's fucking wild fucking work. I could never work in an asylum. You see some shit. You get feces thrown at you. Like I said, jizz, piss, everything. You get the works. And it looks like someone hanged themselves with a chain. That's one way to fucking go, with a chain, bruh. Damn. Anyway, blue first, right? Like, it's cold to hot. So blue, green, yellow, red, I would imagine. That's my thought. Okay, oh, there's green. Now we're going this way. Yeah, see, that was the yellow. So I did it out of order. That's why it didn't work. Okay.
Internal report.
Oh, we knew about B3 was a big one.
03, identity unknown. Male, early 30s. Admitted after being the cause of a series of violent incidents. The patient exhibits a disturbing duality. Episodes of unprovoked, nearly superhuman aggression. Displaying raw, overwhelming physical force, and subsequent plunges into an eerie, profound apathy. His faculties appear suspended during these lulls, leaving him in a state of unnerving inertia. Due to the unpredictability of his violent outbursts, he remains confined within a reinforced cell. Treatment involves high doses of sedatives, potassium bromide or morphine, and a regimented course of electroconvulsive therapy, alongside stringent restraints, such as an anti-biting mask and, if required, an iron muzzle. Ongoing monitoring is maintained.
Come in. Sorry. My plan, I forgot I had to go feed my cats quickly. And I figured I'd grab a couple snacks because it's like 2:15, so it's a little bit late for a full-blown lunch. So I figured I'd just grab a few things, but I was hoping that report would be longer. I'm like, I'm taking too long. I'm sorry. Is there anything in B3? Nah. B4? What the hell? Before I forget that, I am a world before I am a man. I was a creature before I could stand.
Report. Patient B02. Mr. Norbert Clark, 45, from Sanderson, is a persistent pyromaniac whose actions have repeatedly endangered both property and life. Despite his seemingly frail build, he harbors an alarming compulsion for fire setting. A tendency exacerbated by intermittent episodes of disorganized thought and incoherent speech under duress. His unsettling, fixed gaze suggests the planning of covert schemes, amplifying his threat. To mitigate risk, he is isolated in a secure cell, thoroughly cleared of flammable materials. His management includes a regimented program of sedatives and antipsychotic medications to stabilize his manic and schizoid symptoms, with vigilant oversight maintained.
Whoa. Oh, this one's got a switch in it. Technically, it's in B4. There's a note. Oh, it's a box. Activate. Jesus, nipples and ass cream. What the fuck, Drysidle? Holy shit. God, that was loud. How come some shit is so quiet and everything's... Sorry. I got absolutely annihilated. Oh. Oh, I tried opening one. Yeah. Anyway. This looks promising. Like, these old asylums, like, they couldn't honestly think that it was gonna work, right? Strapping a cut down and like being like, stop being crazy. Like, imagine doing that. Imagine sitting here in this chair, right? You're strapped with gats, strapped at your waist, your legs are strapped down, your arms are strapped down, your head is locked in place, and your feet are also shackled up. And then this guy comes in here and being like, you know, have you tried not being sad? Try that. Imagine paying all that money just to be told that shit. I'd be pissed. Anyway, that's kind of hard to read there. All right, patient transfer note. Patient B3. This is the guy who is super strong and causing a bunch of problems. July 15, 22. Transfer to patient B3 to area M. Following several sessions of electroconvulsive therapy, ECT, the patient has shown significant improvement. Previous violent episodes have been entirely eradicated, and the patient now presents with a profound state of apathy, characterized by emotional detachment and a notable lack of response. His interactions are limited to monosyllabic utterances, with no signs of aggression or emotional reaction. So they basically fried his ass so he'd like to calm him down. This behavior may be attributable to the intensification of treatment, as well as a potential underlying psychological condition that we must continue to investigate. Or you're just frying his fucking brain. It is anticipated that with continued observation, the patient will gradually regain his ability to communicate and exhibit emotional responses, which he probably didn't. However, the complexities of the case should be taken into consideration, along with the need for potential adjustments to his ongoing treatment. Given the control of the violent tendencies and the stabilization of his condition, it is deemed appropriate to transfer the patient to Area M, a less restrictive environment, though under strict supervision. Close monitoring is recommended to assess any potential changes in behavior, with the possibility of further adjustments to his medication. Dr. Sheridan at Westland Asylum. East Wing access. All right, that's the next key. Yeah. Just calm down, right, guys? Just calm down. You're anxious? Just calm down. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, man. What a concept, you know? Wow, I actually hit my forehead pretty good on that. Maybe I should be locked up. Oh, man. Did you guys hear the smack on the mic? Oh God! He's back!
I need to hide. Quickly.
I'm hiding.
I can't hear it. Could it be gone?
Dude, you going crazy. Wouldn't it be crazy if we were subject B3? I think my dad's gone crazy. There's no one here that could fucking save me. Not even Haley. I think my dad's gone crazy. Okay, we're done here. We gotta go to that east wing. Oh, what's up, Rose? Sorry, I didn't see you slither in the back door. Wait, wasn't there a thing? What the heli? Oh, I see. Can't even go to the archive. Okay. Here's the key to the fucking east wing. Why don't we go there? Ow. Actually, I really hit myself really hard. I am so stupid. Why did I do that? That actually shook my equilibrium. I felt like a headache starting on. All I did was palm it. It's just a palm, cuh. Apparently I'm delicate. Oh, man. It's fine. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Alright, we don't want to go up the stairs yet. Let's go in this little room. Jesus Christ. It's so dark, man. We need a flashlight or something. I'm surprised they haven't given us one yet. Matthew Garbry, maintenance. Well, I'll take that.
A cigarette case. With a bit of tobacco still inside.
Oh, wow.
Clean water, an apple, a bit of bread. The food's still fresh.
John, they got your lunch from you. This is John's lunch. This is his daily lunch. Anyway. John makes many cameos. No, that's breakfast, Angela. That's breakfast. We're talking about lunch. Okay, let's go up. All right, it's Dr. Shart. Did they change his name on us? Or is this a different doctor? Dr. Strassand, but they said it was Shartenhand, or whatever the fuck it was. Oh, it's locked. Maybe this is a different doctor. Males rooms. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a different doctor. That'd be funny if it was meant to be. I can't see anything. I don't like that. Okay, there's Shartenhand.
Dr. Shartenhand's office.
Shartenhand!
And Walter's records.
This is a guy frog. That's subject B3. That's the guy, man.
Wait. No, it can't be.
It's him.
There he is. In the photo. Dr. Shartenhand in the center. And right next to him. It's him. The man with the knife.
It's gotta be.
That wild mane, that unkempt beard, it's unmistakable. But what's he doing here? And he's holding a book. I need to get to the library.
Twilight. Explains everything.
Elodie's record. Patient at the sanatorium.
Okay. Man, they're both hard to read. Look at both these texts. They're both hard to read. All right, Miss Elodie Fortside. Admission date, December 14, 21. Discharge date, October 17, 22. Patient reg number 2546. Reason for admission, Miss Elodie Fortside was admitted to this asylum upon the directive of her mother, later Margaret Fortside, a notable benefactress of the institution. The patient exhibits a persistently low mood, tendency towards social withdrawal, and recurrently negative thoughts. Lady Forsyth expressed concern over the risk of the patient engaging in self-harming behavior. Preliminary observations. During the initial evaluation, the patient displayed a withdrawn posture, delayed responses, and consistent avoidance of eye contact. She reported feeling trapped in a constant state of oppression, described a persistent sense of unease. Though she refrained from providing further detail, her condition necessitates close observation and progressive therapeutic approach to monitor and assess any changes. Hereby, the admission of Miss Forsyth to our institution is formally recorded. A detailed follow-up of her progress shall be maintained. Dr. Mulder, Westland Asylum. Is Mulder's first name Fox by chance?
Nothing of interest here.
Well, then why put it in the game?
Elodie's record was easy to find, but there's no sign of anything related to Walter Brandon.
Looks little Fox Mulder action.
Doesn't add up.
Dr. Sheridan, first and foremost, I must acknowledge the commendable results you have achieved with your recreational reading therapy. It is evident that the escapism and the avenues offered by literary fiction have contributed significantly to alleviating the anxiety of our patients. So that guy was reading a book for this program. However, I regret to inform you that one of your patients, Miss Elodie Forsyth, will no longer participate in your reading sessions. Given that she is the daughter of esteemed Mrs. Margaret Forsyth, I deem it unsuitable for her to associate with certain individuals whose questionable moral standing, moral standing, lost my place. Moral standing may have an adverse effect on the delicate mind of the young lady. It is best that she kept apart from such influences. Therefore, I am relieving you of any responsibility for her care, and I shall take over the management of Miss Elodie Forsyth's treatment from this day forward. I've already communicated this decision to her mother, Lady Margaret. I trust you will understand the necessity of this change. Dr. Frederick Mulder. It's Frederick. Too bad. Managing Director, Westland Asylum. Questionable morality. Don't make me laugh, Frederick. What truly eats away at you is the fear that those bad influences might actually be too good for her. What is it you truly aspire to? A seat among the nobility, perhaps? You're a pathetic hypocrite, consumed by your own ego. Damn. They throwing MDs at each other. MADs. You know what I mean? You know, medical doctor. M80s. The explosives? No? Okay. Bit of a stretch, I agree. Whoa!
What was that noise? Sounds like something just came crashing down.
Yeah, the world! What the actual fuck? I almost choked on that. Holy shit, man. Who's doing the testing for the sound effects? That's so loud. I almost died. I almost choked on my bite. I should have known better, but Jesus Christ, on a stick. Why is it so loud? And then they're like, oh, by the way, you have herpes, said the Dr. Ferdinand to Dr. Strauss-Gardner. And he said, fuck you, man. I never slept with that bitch. And he said, yeah, you did. I saw what you did to her, you sick son of a bitch. Wait, you saw? Yeah, I saw. I was watching through the people. I mean, I watched the security cameras. I mean, I was given court evidence from a witness to check the security cameras for malfeasance. And so we did that. You son of a bitch. Bang! Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't escape it. Everything's quiet until they what was that about? Maybe you know what? I'm gonna admit myself to the asylum. I've officially lost it. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. That was a weird monologue. Actually, it was a duologue, I guess. It was a duologue because there was two guys in there. Anyway, you get the general idea. Do we? Do we get the general? No, you'll never get the idea. Oh, whoops, hold on 1 second. I better have my shit set. Oh, good. I was worried I didn't set my presets. Sorry about that. Oh, man. Okay. Let's get out of here. Here's the thing. So I've got this thing on my headphones, right? I have my PC volume is maxed. It's at 100. And I've got this little slider on my headphones that changes the mix between game audio and voice audio. So you can slide the slider to have more game audio or more, you know, chat audio. You know what I mean? And I normally leave it right in the middle and balance it, but this game is so quiet, I've turned up my... It's basically like an audio booster. so I could just hear any of the normal stuff, but it also is enhancing the actual like sound effects, which are fucking loud in this game. So that's why it's scaring the piss out of me. So these cuz are getting cheap shots on you, boy. Okay. There was an intensity in the old, you know, the tingle in your esophagus when something scares you. I didn't budge because right before I opened the door, I'm like, probably gonna try and jump scare me again. I know it sounds like I'm just saying that, but I swear to you, that's what happened. Okay, I'm fine. This is records. Oh wait, what's the point of this room? Just for a jump scare? That'd be cheap. Oh, can we go up here? Oh, we can go up here. Oh. Shit, you know what? I probably should have gone down first. I walked past the mail room. That's not like me. I'm sure I'll be able to go back down anyway. Even though there might be no! I should have went to the mail room. I mean, I think I'll go back down. There's stairs. I mean, I'm committed up here now. Oh, look, invisible. Look at this. Okay, let's just look around here. Dear Dr. Mulder, the books you request are now available in the archive. You may pick them up at your convenience. Here's the new entry code, 89981. Can someone write that in the chat, please and thank you? 89981. It's a pretty easy number to remember, but it's me. It is me. I've already forgot. 89881. 89981. I see. I already fucked it up. These pills do nothing except make me crazier. That's what they do. Maybe I need a new prescription. Maybe I need to do one for anxiety and focus. Then I'll reach my final form. Do you want Dan in his final form? Yeah, 911. That's good. That's good. Okay, before we go down the stairs, this area is actually a lot larger than I thought. Who the deuce are you? He's gone. Oh, he's still there. Oh. Interesting that he's staying there this time. All right, let's go back down the stairs. And the point of that is what? I mean, I guess the stairs have to end somehow. Do not scream at me. Okay. Yeah, this is just a dead end. There's nothing here. All right, we got the code for the archive room, right? What's this? No idea. It's not allowed. This floor is giving me anxiety. Is that a normal thing? Has anybody gotten anxiety from a floor? Like, it just looks wrong.
I didn't expect the asylum to be in such a state of decay.
I think they're trying to say like it's so worn out that they're falling. But it's too consistent for this to not be purposeful. You know what I mean? Anyway, the archive we now have the code for 89981. Thank you very much. Okay. The Rorschach test. That's a classic, like, are you crazy or not test. That's like, what do you see? Whenever I see this, number 3, every time I see this one, you know what I see? Han Solo's blaster back to back. Merging in the middle. Anyway. Today's code to open the key box, the moth. Okay. Key box. All right. For the psychology tests, using the Rorschach ink blot test, we will use the following code to name the plates. This way, the patient will not be able to obtain information about their evaluation unless their therapist deems it appropriate. Plate 1, blah, blah, blah. So I've got to look at, which one did they say? The moth. Which I think is number 1, right? The moth is number 1, most likely. So let's go with what's the number of the moth one? 10010. 10010. Wait, that's not the moth? What's the moth then? Number 2? I mean, the 1 looks like a moth to me. Maybe it's number 2. Oh no, it's number 4. Obviously it's number 4. I'm sorry. I'm as blind as a bat. 00100. It's even easier. Wow. Okay. Again, that's a mental interpretation. It could have been either or. All right. The lift key. Right, we are in the UK. So they call them lifts. Is that the same note? Yep. There's some drawers here. Whether or not there's anything in it remains to be seen. Probably just a time waster. Yep. Just to make it seem like there's extra shit in here. It was, but I bailed on it. This was the replacement game. It also was a piece of shit. Unfinished drivel. Alright, good. Oh, right, I forgot. Again, also a thing in the UK. Ground floor is 0. And, first floor is the first floor up. In North America, I've said this already. I'm gonna say it again. First floor is the one you're on. The ground floor is the first floor. And the next floor up is 2. I get why, like, because ground floor is ground floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes more sense. But, yeah. I'm gonna go up to the first floor. I'm gonna go up to the first floor here. Because... Oh, shit. Hold on. Sorry. I forgot to check the mail room. The mail's room. Sorry, it's not like a mail room like where mail comes in. It's like where the mails sit. I just want to do my due diligence and make sure I searched it. I'll have to go back to Strassengale. Oh, see, I'll have to come back here anyway. This game, I think, is longer than we think. Or I'm just taking longer than the average bear. There's a lot of codes in here. How would we know what the codes would be? Alright, well. 100%, man. I mean, some things the UK does weird. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna call a crossing guard a lollipop man. I'm just not doing it. Like, that's fucking weird. And I think y'all can admit that's weird, too. Anyway, next floor up would be the second. Let's go second. Everyone does dumb shit. Of course we call them crossing guards. They're guarding you from traffic by helping you cross. They don't have lollipops, big cup. You've never heard them being called crossing guards, really? See, that's what's beautiful about the internet. It brings us together. We learn new shit every day. The art therapy room. Should we go in there? Probably. It's small. It's quick. Okay, who's got the creep? I knew it was going to be creepy. So is it Dr. Mueller then? Because it's German? Or was, oh no, it's Mulder, not Mueller. Sorry. Oh wait, no. There is a Dr. Mueller. Was his name Mueller or Mulder? I thought there was a Mulder because I made the Fox reference. Do we know the number? I can't. Did they give us the code to his? Wait, what's happening? Stop! This game freezes you in place sometimes. Anyway. This looks like we gotta go. It's a very simple game. You don't want to make assumptions. Recording instrument. The rumors were true. Listen to Dr. Mulder's... Oh, dear.
Elodie Fordside, February 3rd, 1922.
It's pretty loud.
Daily record number 23. Let us begin. How are you feeling today, Miss Fordside?
I feel well.
Elodie, we have discussed this before. If you do not tell me how you truly feel, we will make no progress.
I feel a little sad, perhaps. I am alone here. I miss my mother and having company. So much time with nothing to do makes me think of things I do not wish to think of.
I see. Listen, Elodie. I believe you are looking at this the wrong way. If, instead of dwelling on what you call dark thoughts, you were to focus on possibilities, your outlook would change entirely. A young, beautiful woman such as yourself should look to the future with excitement. Think of all the adventures that lie ahead. Your family, your career as a painter. Perhaps even finding a man.
God, Ka, what are you doing?
A man of good standing. One who could protect you from your demons.
A man?
Tell me, Elodie, is there no man who stirs your heart?
So that's inappropriate.
What in God's name do you think you're doing?
Miss Fordside, you may go. We shall continue later.
Very well.
You sack of shit taking advantage of your patients? No shit!
Do not presume to judge my methods with your oh-so-righteous reading therapy.
Methods? The entire hospital is whispering about you. She is a patient, Dr. Mulder, and she is mentally unwell.
Lose your license in a second, bro.
Affairs, and I shall stay out of yours. Or have you forgotten which one of us is the director of this institution?
Do as you please, but if I ever witness such a scene again, I will not remain silent.
Unlock every character in the game. What do you mean? What does that mean?
Fool.
Can you turn the shit off, please? Thank you. Now we can turn the volume back up. There's a lot of like... Yeah, that's literally the design. That is a hideous floor. What have they done? It's like concrete and like somewhat of a herringbone pattern, but it's like got no rhyme or reason. Anyway. Maureen, finally patient 1365 has returned the book. Every time they borrow it, it takes a month to bring it back. When it's not him, it's the girl. I can't even imagine how many times they've read it, but there are other patients who have also requested it, and I made the decision to take it off the shelf and place it under the custody of the one who opened the golden box. Oh shit, hold on 1 second. I just had something to remember. There we go. Okay, it ran into my head. It's not him, it's that girl. I can't even imagine how many times they've read it, but there are other patients who have also requested it, and I made the decision to take it off the shelf and place it under the custody of the one who opened the golden box. If anyone asks for it, it'll be there. Pia Wolson, librarian. Yeah, I gotta hit that up. Certain rooms, they just don't. Myth of psychology. In the shadows of forgotten myths lies the story of Psyche, the soul herself, driven by longing to reunite with her lost love Cupid, also known as Eros, god of love, desire, and irresistible attraction. Her path leads downward into the depths of the underworld. There, she must retrieve a golden box said to contain a trace of Persephone's beauty. Persephone, goddess of spring and fertility, and yet also the somber queen of the dead. But Psyche is warned, do not open the box. Still, hope is a dangerous thing. Perhaps she believed that a touch of divine beauty would make her worthy again in Cupid's eyes. Perhaps it was simply curiosity, that old companion of tragedy. She opens the box, but there's no beauty inside, only darkness. A deathly sleep seeps out, wrapping her in silence. Her body falls still, suspended between life and death. And so she enters the hidden kingdom, the realm of madness. Oof. Wow, did you see that little kickflip it did? To clear all your head. Growing older all the time. Wow, this is quite the note. It's so small. I think I'll be better reading the actual note itself. Internal note on patient organization and cataloging. For the swift and proper cataloging of patients, a system of labeling is employed in which each patient is assigned a number corresponding to the room they occupy. The passcode to access each patient's cell is in the discharge number assigned upon admission. This number must be consulted in the admission register or in the individual patient record. Should a patient be transferred to another location within the institution, their cataloging will be amended according to the new room to which they are assigned. Patients classified as dangerous, whether to themselves or to others, are housed in the basement in specifically adapted cells designed to ensure their isolation and safety. This area is designated as Area B. The ground floor contains the common areas of the establishment, such as the kitchen, dining hall, and administrative office, where matters relating to paperwork are handled. A small first aid room and the archive containing all records and documents pertaining to staff and inmates are also located here. The doctor's offices are situated on the second floor, which is the designated area for medical care. However, an exception is made for the office of Dr. Mulder, the director of the sanatorium, who occupies the third floor. On the second floor, one will also find the rooms of male patients, Area M, and female patients, Area F. It's important to note that the attic, which was previously used as a recreation room and for therapeutic activities, has been permanently closed due to its unsuitable and unsafe structural condition. This system of organization cataloging has been designed to maintain proper control and safety of all inmates, as well as to ensure efficiency in the management of the various sections.
Had a great Thanksgiving yesterday.
Various sections of the asylum. Selma Crenton, Administrative Secretary. Bradley, thank you very much for 4 months. Appreciate that. Yeah, what is this? Subtitles for ants? How are you expected to read the subtitles? They can't even fit inside the screen. Okay. Biographies, psychiatry, history, science, psychology. Here we go.
The Adventures of Walter Brandon, the intrepid captain of the Stella Maris, braving the treacherous South Seas. What in the devil does this mean?
When Captain Walter Brandon in his sloop is caught in the midst of a violent storm, it seems his fate is sealed. But by some miracle, he manages to survive, clinging to a splintered spar from his wrecked vessel. After enduring a long ordeal at sea, he washes ashore on a distant island where he will live for many months and encounter no end of wild adventures. So he's not even real? What the fuck? Find the hidden book in the asylum's library. That's massive. So Brandon ain't even real. So I think Brandon wasn't the real guy, and I think the guy she brought home as Brandon was this fucking insane asylum guy, Subject B3. And he killed her. So I don't know, because he was hearing the voices. Anyway. Wait, yeah. Okay. So now we can probably go. There's a lot of back and forth. I'm approaching the 3-hour mark, and I still feel like I have quite a few rooms to check. Like, we have all those ones on the first floor. All these are locked, although, like, it's more simplified, you know what I mean? Like, they don't want you to go anywhere. So we'll go to floor 1. Oh, whoops, the door's open. That's not safe. Okay. The male's rooms. Was it 1365? Yeah, I got that one. Do we know who it is though? I'll try this one. It looks like it was already set. Nice. See, it was already set in place anyway. Well, there's a fucking... Is this real? Wait, what is happening? Stella Maris, find Walter Brandon's private room. Wait, was he actually here? Wait, what?
Stella Maris. That was the name of the ship captained by Walter Brandon.
That's crazy. Wait, so...
A ship's old helm.
Was he a real guy then? I'm confused.
As if it were the quarterdeck of a vessel.
I mean, I'm thinking that, Annie. I don't know for sure, but...
That hospital screen is positioned like the sail of a ship.
This guy was a nut job.
This room is the room of a madman.
I don't think this guy is actually Walter Brandon, but he's portraying Walter Brandon.
Did that man truly come to believe he was a character in an adventure book?
Unless he was. Sorry, it did say that actually. So that makes way more sense. I'll read the note. Dear Walter, there's something about you that I cannot ignore, a quiet strength, a resolve that feels unshakable. The thought of all you've endured fills me with a kind of admiration I can scarcely put into words. You're unlike anyone I've ever met, and yet I wonder if you sense it too. Those stolen glances, the way time seems to pause when our eyes meet. Perhaps it's nothing, or perhaps it's everything. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the night watchman rarely checks the attic on weekends, some evenings during those quiet moments before we're all sent to bed. I like to slip away and wander up there. There's a peculiar stillness in that place, a kind of peace I find nowhere else. Tonight, it's 7 sharp. I think I might take one of those little walks. Perhaps I'll find the calm even sweeter. Yours, Elodie. I mean, the guy did look similar when he was cleaned up. You know what I mean? Oops. Look at that old key.
This must be the key to the attic. Let's
Attic
see where
key.
it leads.
It looks like a sack of shit. My question though is, can I even open these? Because this one's got a lock on it. Like some of them, that one has one, this one has one too. Maybe it was just one of 3, so you would try them. But you're gonna try the first one on the right anyway. It's the first one you see. Okay, that's crazy work. Anyway, before we don't have anything else yet, so I guess we'll go to the lift here. And we shall go to the attic, the A. So she painted up here.
Powerful drugs for depression. Anxiolytics.
You see that? I don't see anything.
Improved, but it seems the doctors were baffled by her mind. Looks like Elodie found herself a little hideaway to keep practicing her dark craft.
So it didn't really ever fix her.
Elodie found painting, and with it, a way to spill the shadows that crawled through her mind.
That it? That's... Oh. Discover Walter and Elodie's attic hideout.
A pair of scissors and a comb. Elodie put in real effort to make him fit the mold of her ideal hero.
Damn, that is what happened.
Hair on the chair, strands on the floor. This is where the transformation took place.
So they are one and the same.
She remade patient 1365 in the image of her most secret longings.
I mean, it's an improvement. Makes a lot of sense. But she's crazy, bro.
An alarm clock. Their secret hideaway. Like two reckless teenagers, they started a romance, hidden from the prying eyes of doctors and nurses. For a while, they managed to keep their affair in the shadows, far from the eyes of doctors and nurses.
Oh. Facial hair really does change a guy, doesn't it? Better not copyright me, bro. I'll be a salty Sally. This empty space. So they had this rope here the whole time? This must be Elodie's room.
Decorated to resemble some sort of island in the South Seas. Of course, I should have guessed. She pulled him into her world. Elodie created Walter Brandon.
That's interesting. It is really interesting that she basically, but we don't know if he did kill her. We don't know that. Like, I thought maybe, my thought process was if it was him, and it's just like, because we didn't know anything about that guy with the, like, you know, the crazy guy with, you know, they talked about how he had like all this facial hair, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what if he's running from himself? Like, you can change your appearance. But maybe he became that as he slipped back into madness. You know what I mean? Maybe he slipped back into madness. And, yeah. And here we sit, you know what I mean? Stay in there, you filthy nasty. Fuck off, whatever. So, that's my thought. Well, we don't know for sure. Anyway.
A draft letter. Scratched out and full of corrections.
I can barely read this. My dearest Walter, do not worry, everything is in place. I know it won't be easy, but it's crucial that you take the first step. Once they grant you your discharge, everything will change. I'll be ready to follow you the moment you are out, in a safe place far from here. When you speak with the doctors, I want you to repeat the words I've told you with conviction, as though they are the only thing that matters. The shadow is gone. It has vanished. You are now fully yourself once more. Tell them you regret everything that happened, that you cannot understand how you acted in such a way. Speak of how you have found peace in reading, how you now wish to live more serenely with purpose. Make them see that the shadow no longer exists, that the darkness has completely faded. They must believe you are free. I know this is not entirely true, but I am certain that with effort you can control the shadow. You must do it for us, for what lies ahead. They do not see you as you are. They only see you as a mere piece in their game. We shall show them that they have no control over our fate. Once you are free, I shall request my discharge as well. My place will be with you, and together we shall make our way to the Bloomsbury Manor. I love you, and I know that soon we will be free. This will be all behind us, and everything we've dreamed of will begin to come true. With all my love, Elodie. Rose, thanks for joining the program, my friend. Let's get that updated. Here we go. All right. And they were both, well, they weren't healed.
Into leaving the sanatorium.
But him just saying it fooled them.
Ill. But Elodie's selfishness outweighed what little sense she had.
Yep.
She pushed him too far. If I pieced this together correctly, that Walter was never really Walter at all. There was another personality.
A darker one.
She called it the Shadow. A dominant, dangerous force that surfaced again and again in his life. The threads are beginning to unravel. But I need to see this through. What truly happened to Walter Brandon?
Dear Elodie, it has been some weeks since you requested a private session. As both your physician and your friend, I find myself troubled, unable to cast aside the thought of the solitude you spoke of those weeks past, solitude of which you have not since uttered a word. These days, burdened as I am with duty, I shall be confined to my office until the late hours of the night. Should you at any moment feel the impulse or the need for company, do not hesitate to visit me. The code to enter my office is 39124, Dr. Mulder.
This letter. At the very least, it's highly inappropriate.
Very. Very. 39124. I'm assuming I can't. I just gotta go back up the rope. Yeah. This is a secluded section. Can I go back up? Yeah. Thank you. I mean, they were pretty negligent, weren't they? The staff of this place, you know? Anyway. Oops, sorry. Like, they weren't really paying attention. I'm sure there was a lot of patient abuse, too. Both just regular abuse and, like, sexual abuse. I know that happened. That was a thing. These were things that happened. Okay, the office. This is Dr. Muller, but they said it's Mulder. But I don't know if Mulder had another office somewhere. Let's try it anyway. Let's try the code on this. I think they fucked up again. The inconsistencies are wild. 39124. We'll see if that's correct, but... Yep. So he's known as Dr. Muller and Mulder. So they switched names. They're inconsistent with the shit. It's kind of annoying. Because it makes you question everything. Whoa.
Patient number 1365 returns after an absence of 4 months. He's in a state of utter disorientation, perspiration pouring off him, and good heavens, there's a severe wound to the skull. His clothes and hands are covered in blood, and it doesn't appear to be his own. He cannot recall his name, nor anything that's happened during these past months. Seems to have found his way back here more
he was just standing there the whole time?
Instinct than by memory itself. The personality once known as Walter has vanished entirely, as has the entity we refer to as the Shadow, though given his nature, I cannot say with certainty it isn't still lurking beneath the surface. We have treated cases of dissociative identity before, but never one such as this. His appearance, his voice, even his build and weight change quite drastically. Now he looks frail, gaunt, empty, as though there's nothing inside, as though he were but an empty shell, waiting to be occupied. His condition calls for far stricter supervision. This institution is no longer equipped to care for him. I am ordering his immediate transfer to St. Dymphna Hospital. Dr. Former, a specialist in matters such as this, will take him under his care. As I near the end of my tenure as director, I must see this case brought to a decisive close. The blood upon his hands, the emptiness in his eyes, all point to an act of the gravest kind. One his mind appears to have erased entirely. God help us, if the Shadow should ever wake again.
Seems like it did. What's up, Cav? How you doing?
So it seems Walter came back to the sanatorium of his own accord, though he was utterly incapable of recalling what he'd done. They moved him to St. Dymphna's Hospital. Could he still be there after 20 years? What became of him? I'll have to follow this lead.
Just ends. Alright, the missing piece. Alright. The visit to the old sanatorium had left more questions than answers. The pieces didn't fit. Scattered fragments of a puzzle missing its center. That one elusive detail, the thread that could unravel everything, remained just out of reach. Perhaps the modern hospital held the final clue. The last chance to shed light on the mystery still shrouding the death of Elodie Forsythe. All the clues to St. Dymphna's. Seasoned detective.
That man returned to the new sanatorium, remembering practically nothing. Maybe it was the wound Lady Margaret left him. Or maybe his mind shattered, and never came back after what happened that night. As for me, I was hired to find the one who killed Elodie Fordside, and my intuition told me they were still there, in the depths of St. Dymphna. I sensed that the end of the road was waiting for me in that place.
Final location. All right. Unlock every clue in the investigation. Good. I mean, they're not that hard to find. Front door has not been open in any of these.
Can't very well saunter in through the front door as if nothing's amiss.
Right.
I'll need to find another way.
But leaving your car parked on the fucking walkway, that's totally normal. Oh, there's an open window there. Yeah, and this is the same hospital from that, like, 7th floor game. It has absolutely nothing to do with Cthulhu. Nothing.
It's locked.
Do I have to get in there? Storage? Probably. Patient doesn't have to do jack shit. Don't tell me what to trust. Sanitarium. Yeah. Annette, I've stored a copy of the dispensary keys you requested in the storage room file cabinet. Liza. Another one of those, eh? Anything else before I move on?
The night shift nurses are behind this door. I need to find another way into the hallway.
I love it just casually walking through them, you know? Do that. Okay,
it's locked.
Obviously I have to go back. Maybe it's the door that was locked before. Storage? Yes. Ooh. I will take that. Medicines. Oh. Coming, dear. Help is on the way, dear. No one's even gonna answer the damn phone. I'll take the call. Can I take the call? Apparently I can't take the call. That's random. Or is it just a I don't know. There we go. Oh god. Choked on my own saliva. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ on a cracker. My apologies. Anyway. Ugh. Oh, this is that same reception, dude. This is the same girl. You know? This is where she was sitting. So my room was over there. But what was I at a sanatorium? What if I never left the sanatorium? What if I'm just crazy and I made this shit up? That's our secret, Jake. Don't tell people that. Okay. Yeah, see, the scissors are there. Onward and upward, sirs. And madams. Yeah, I think this is the same hallway, because this is... Maybe it's a little different. It's a little bit modified. This looks like our room. Bro, it's the same room, but they've just moved shit around. So. And then we sealed it with a firm handshake, right? A book. The John Morley cases. Wait, what? Oh my God. No way. Oh my God, oh my God. We are subject 3. That's why he didn't know his way into the... Bruh. He read up on it. And he just... The thing was circled. That... How would he not know how to get into his own typewriter? I'll bet you we are not John Morley. I think we are subject 3. Or whatever. Patient 3. That would be nuts, fam. That's crazy. Is there anything? I mean, I'm just saying that, but that's got to be it. Look, there's a book of his cases. Why else?
John Morley and the case of the red shoes.
He read up about it.
What the devil does this mean?
Bro, that's got to be it.
Lady Margaret.
That fateful night, I was startled by the noise. Those wretched cries of agony from dear Elodie. I rushed to her chambers, and there you stood, stained with the blood of the one soul I cherished above all others in this world.
That's crazy work.
The housekeeper had warned me.
That's why we kept seeing ourselves. We were seeing ourselves.
Elodie was finally
because we're crazy. The shadow.
Even amidst your incessant bouts of volatility. Yet, with the passage of time, your demeanor darkened. More and more frequently, that sinister presence lurking within you began to surface, each appearance more violent than the last. Elodie no longer gazed upon you with the starry-eyed affection of a smitten young woman. The atmosphere in this house grew suffocating, fraught with an unbearable tension. That very afternoon I spoke with her. She had resolved to end your engagement. You seemed, or so I dared hope, to have accepted it with grace.
And you ended up Wu-Tanging her into...
But that night, that very night, you ended her life in the most savage manner imaginable. I threw myself upon Elodie, desperate to save her.
Crazy.
But alas, it was far too late. Months later, I learned you had returned voluntarily to the sanatorium. I sought answers and immersed myself in understanding the afflictions that plagued you. Dissociative identity disorder, they called it. A condition in which one might host multiple identities, each vying for dominion over the body. But the man confined in that bleak institution was not the shadow, not the fiend who had stolen my daughter. No, he was but the shell, the hapless vessel. And I yearned to find the true culprit, not the facade, the murderer himself. Thus I devised my plan. I came to visit you, and just as Elodie had done, I crafted a new role for you, a new identity to inhabit. I brought books, personal artifacts, penned letters as Penny. I leased an office and prepared every detail meticulously.
Why?
Down to the smallest thread for your return as John Morley.
Why, though? What is that?
Everything had to be flawless.
Yes, I asked why.
And why, you may ask? To make you remember, to awaken the shadow, to summon forth the murderer from the abyss of your fractured mind. John Morley is a good man. Walter Brandon was a spirited young sailor brimming with love for Elodie. But the shadow was a merciless, unrepentant killer. I wanted to destroy the murderer who had stolen my daughter. But I could never bring myself to harm an innocent man. My obsession My singular purpose was to awaken the shadow.
Bam! We did. She killed a cow. Damn. Just like that. Bret, bret. Skrat. And the thing goes skrat. Pop, 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 pop. Skip, skip, pop, pop. You know that fucker's dead. Skrat. Boop, 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 boop. You don't know. Okay, how's the achievements? Oh, I got them all. Oh, that's all of them. Here's the voice cast. Can't skip this. Are they I gotta see, are they gonna credit ChatGPT? Very small team, obviously. I wouldn't say that's a cliffhanger at all. I'd say it ended pretty much as it should have. To be fair, Cav, you did just join in at the end of the game, I guess. Yeah. Well, there you go. The last case of John Morley. Well, I was, to be fair, I wasn't expecting what I expected. So I'll give them credit on that one. But, you know, this was a bit of a placeholder game that ended up, like, you know, taken over, so I probably wouldn't have played it otherwise. But you know what, now that we've completed it at just over actually it did take me about 3 hours, just a little bit over 3 hours, even with my breaks and stuff, so I'd say about a 3-hour game. Let's go ahead and take the time and give it our little review. So The Last Case of John Morley, an indie title that was not boasting a very long runtime. It was saying right off the bat that it was going to be roughly a 3-hour experience, which is pretty much what I clocked in at. A narrative game that combines some investigation, detection work, you know, introducing this British-based detective, and he's got to solve a cold case that is 20 years old. And yeah, I thought, you know what, that'd be a great little way to, you know, like, it's a good length of a game. It's not too overly complicated, you know, based on how the other game didn't work out. So I went ahead and gave it a go. So let's get into the discussion. Let's talk about it. I'm going to start off with what I did enjoy about the game. So the first thing I want to say, what I liked about the game, I will say just a couple things have changed. I will say over the time of it. The mood is there, the atmosphere is there. I think I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more, sorry. The atmosphere is really good. I feel like it really takes you into the, you know, to England in the right era. You know, mid-40s detection. There's not a whole lot there. You know what I mean? Like, it's you have limited stuff, and you have to really do old school nitty-gritty cases, and you know, or case solving. You don't have all this technology to help you. So I definitely like that, and I like the idea behind it. I like the setting. I think it really brought in the story. I'd say, I mean, not up until obviously without spoiling anything, the story was quite of a shock. I feel like there were some twists and turns along the way, and we were trying to fill in the blanks. And even though at the start I thought it felt like, you know, a kind of a AI scripted thing, it ended up turning out to be not what I expected, which is good in a good way. So I think based on what they implanted, I'd say they did a pretty good job at that, as long as they didn't use an AI scriptwriter, of course. But regardless, I think the story was pretty solid, especially as we got going. Started out a bit slow, it seemed kind of odd, but then it got better as we went through it. So I think the story was pretty good. Also, I do want to mention the game is relatively inexpensive. Again, this was only like a $15 game Canadian, so I think it's like, again, like $12-ish US. So it's not going to break your bank, and you're going to get 3 hours for $12. And to be honest, I've paid more for shorter games. I paid more for DLC. So for a price point, you really can't go wrong with it in terms of that. So now that I've covered what I enjoyed, I'm going to go into what I didn't like about the game. So unfortunately, there's not much I can really say other than the fact that the game does have a lot of genericism in it. We were kind of teasing the game throughout, but I will say that the game is just filled with Unreal assets. This thing is just, they went to the Unreal Assets store and just started adding things to their cart, grabbing things left and right off the shelves. Almost every item in this game, from the character designs to the set designs to the objects in the game, it was all from the Unreal Assets store. There was not, I played a few games that were made by indie devs in the, you know, using the Unreal 5, and there's just so much that they've taken from that. Obviously, being in an indie game, I can understand you got to use the tools at your disposal. You know, you're a smaller team, you don't have as much money, you don't have as, you know, you can't resource that kind of stuff. So that's why the asset store exists. But when you see it over and over and over again, and it's the same assets across all these games, they tend to get a whiff of cheapness to it. It almost feels like a whiff of laziness. Like, people aren't drawing their own stuff anymore. They're not designing their own, you know, own assets at all. It's all just taken from the store quickly. It's you just buy it, you buy it cheap, or is it even free? I don't even know. It might even be free, but you just get it and you put it into your game and you see it a bunch of times. So the Unreal assets were all over the place, and again, I took away from it quite a bit, in my opinion. One other thing I have to say is, performance wise, this game was performed quite poorly given the sheer size of it. It's not like it's a very physically demanding game, but being on Unreal 5, all of it was not like, it was not even remotely like optimized for any machine. If this was like done by any other team, or like not any other team, but a team that actually, you know, it was actually tested and worked through, it would not run this poorly. There's not enough stuff in this game to really make that much bloat. Again, that's an Unreal problem, but again, there's a lot of times where you got to use the right version of Unreal 5 and you won't get this sort of thing. But I think one of the most polarizing things, one of the most shocking things was, the game auto-detected and set my settings to ultra. So, like, based on my machine, it set everything to ultra, which was maxed out, and I'm like, okay, I'll leave it. Go into game, and it's choppy as a motherfucker. Like, it's crazy choppy. So I basically had to drop it down to high, and I figured high was still a little bit off, you know, so it wasn't perfectly 60, so I dropped it down to medium. And that difference from high settings to medium settings was so insanely jarring. Like, if you actually go in and look at it, if you set to medium settings and high, it's like you're playing in a different era. You're playing in a different decade of gaming. Like, this is supposed to be a 2025 game, and if you switch it to medium settings, which is a pretty average, you know, setting, like a lot of people play on medium settings all the time, and the game will still look quite good. It looked like you were playing a game from like 2003 or something. It was absolutely crazy. It went from like the 2020s to like even the 2020s. It was like kind of meh, because the Unreal asset graphics are kind of at best. It just went back 20 years either way. And I was like, how does medium settings and high settings differ so dramatically? So because it looks so poor on medium settings, I played on high, and it was mostly good in terms of, you know, frame rate. Although in certain areas with a heavy load, like, you know, precipitation or a lot of like different you know, models and things like that, that's when it started to slow down. It was tolerable at best, so it wasn't the end of the world, but it did take away from the game as well. Unfortunately, there was also a lot of inconsistencies with the audio. The audio had like, it was really quiet for voice speakers, but then you had sound effects that were insanely loud, so there was not really any balancing in the audio whatsoever. So a lot of times I got like, I'm like, this is so quiet, I have to crank it, and then all of a sudden you'll jump out of your skin, and you'll basically be you know, falling out the chair, just not even necessarily because it got you scared, but it's so loud it just shocked the hell out of you. So the audio balancing wasn't done very well, and yeah, so it made for kind of a jank experience there. Also, there was a lot of inconsistencies with the script. I feel like the script was indeed written or created by ChatGPT, because there was like I said, tons of inconsistencies with the names of characters, names of places, the pronunciation of the characters and places. One minute it would be this character, and the next minute he'd have a completely different name. Like, for example, Muller and Mulder. They were the same doctor, but his office said Muller, and then he was known as Mulder the whole time. And then like Bloom, like, you know, the Bloom Manor or whatever, like was Blom or Blom. It went from Bloom to Blom, and sometimes they pronounce it Blom, sometimes they pronounce it Bloom. So it's like, which is it? So it's like the inconsistencies with it. The script was not fine-tuned. It's almost like they didn't read any of their script, and they just handed the script to the voice actors because they claimed they had voice actors doing the script, and they were actually reading it and actually delivering lines. It felt like the delivery was kind of AI-like because they've used AI in like so many different areas of this game. They said they've used AI in you know, just like a couple things like art, you know, some like random art, and then they modified it. But then they've also gone on like saying that they've admitted being heavily influenced by AI use, and that was very evident. So it just felt like this team tried to take the quickest and easiest route to getting a game out. Now, while the game wasn't that expensive, it did feel like they didn't really do the work to get it going. I'm not saying they did nothing, but it just seemed like, you know, you've used most of the assets from, you know, like a common marketplace for development, and then you also used ChatGPT to create things for you. It just seemed like, even if you say you didn't, either you're that like unobservant and not detail oriented and you didn't read your script, or you just literally went, here, write this, copy, paste, copy, send, you know what I mean? And you didn't like proofread anything. Like I said, there was tons of like, there wasn't tons of typos, but it switched between them, and I'm just like, I don't really know how that's possible. I don't really know how, like, usually if you get an idea for a name, you get behind a character and you like create that character's essence. You don't give them two different names. It just goes to show you don't really care about the character. It's like, this is just a game to try and appease the enthusiasts of like a noir style detective game, because that's what got me. Like, it just seemed like, oh, I like this, could be an interesting character, but they ended up being really, really generic in a lot of ways. So yeah, this game unfortunately does not really live up to much. It doesn't really have the greatest, there's no replay value whatsoever. It took me 3 hours and I got all the achievements, and I can't help but compare it to the game I played yesterday, which also released on the exact same day. Hail to the Rainbow, same price. Hail to the Rainbow is exactly the same price, and that game it took me over 10 hours to do, and it was very rich, and it had like, it was created by one person, no AI. And it's just crazy, the difference. It's like, I mean, I don't really, I think it's kind of inexcusable, because there's so many games that kind of riddle the market on Steam, and there's just unfortunately so many of them that kind of use smoke and mirrors to distract you from what they're actually giving you, and this was one of those games. Now, while I don't want to say it was the worst game in the world by any means, it had its entertainment. Like I said, the story had its moments, and you know, it was interesting enough, and the vibe of the game was enough to keep me going. But unfortunately, with all the problems that it did have, you know, like, I'm summarizing this game right now. Actually, let's just restart to summarize the game. Let's go into the summary. So the game, like I said, despite it having an interesting kind of plot, and it got, you know, once it got going, it started off kind of slow, but it got going, it was starting to get interesting, and obviously there's some twists and turns along the way, and it make you rethink your whole thought process, and because you're trying to fill in the blanks. So they do capture that element of the, you know, wanting questions answered, which makes you want to continue the game, and having that vibe and doing that quite well. But on the other end of it, the game is just so damn AI ridden, and just, you know, unreal assets, and just not a lot of like uniqueness to it. A lot of mistakes with the script, poor optimization. Obviously you can tell this game was not meant to be played out of 1080p. I feel like that would have been a big difference if I switched to just 1080p. I feel like the performance would be a lot better, and I probably wouldn't stutter as much, but it shouldn't matter. On modern machines, most people are 1440, and you know what I mean? I feel like if you're like, there's not as many people doing 4K, but there's a lot of people with 1440p monitors. That's pretty standard. That's kind of like the sweet spot for monitors. So I feel like it's odd not to put it in that kind of or not optimize it for that resolution. But like I said, there was a lot of things that just kind of took away from it, and by the end of it, the negatives do outweigh the positives, and they just make this game completely forgetful, and there's literally zero reason for me to replay this game ever again. There's no replay value whatsoever. Like, the story doesn't change, and like I said, I understand it's really inexpensive, but like I said, at the same time, there's so many things that are taken from other stores. I'm going to run into the exact assets that were used, and like I said, AI, it's just like, that's cheating, man. That is cheating in my opinion. So unfortunately, this game doesn't really meet the mark like I thought it would. There were reviews giving it nothing but positivity. It said there wasn't a ton of reviews, but there was enough reviews to give it an average, and people were giving it really good ratings, like 4 to 5 stars, and saying it was good. But if you read some of those reviews on Steam, it does seem a little bit fake, because people just don't talk that way Do you know what I mean? If you actually look at some of these reviews, people just don't talk that way, and the reasons for giving it a good score don't really make sense. So it does seem like reviews were bought, and they are like bot reviews, or, you know, they might be real people ones, or they, you know, they have these companies that go in and review your game or review a film or whatever the case would be. It does feel like that. So I feel like this game uses a lot of smoke and mirrors to trick you into buying it. And unfortunately, by the time you finish it, you're over the 2-hour mark. You can't get a refund, or, you know, it's just, you get kind of duped, and I don't like being duped. I really don't like being duped in this market, because in this kind of a world, you gotta, in this kind of like this industry, the gaming industry, you gotta do something to stand out. You can't ride that wave of mediocrity. I don't let Ubisoft get away with it, and I don't think indie devs should get away with it either, especially if you're using greasy business practices to try and get people to buy your game and then claiming that you're not doing the things that you're actually clearly doing. So unfortunately, it gets I want to say like negative points for that. Again, I don't think it's the worst game in the world, but when you really stack it up, I've given better games worse scores. So like, even though it was a decent game at times, and the journey was pretty, you know, was interesting, and it was enough to keep me going, there's just too many things that ruin it for me. There's too many things that like are kind of like I'm just making this game to try and make a quick buck. That's what I get from this game. It's like it's super generic as a whole, even though having some, you know, nice things in there. And like I said, I don't like being duped, and I don't like people trying to pull the wool over the gamer's eyes. And then by the time you buy it and you play through the game, you're like, well, damn, now what? You know what I mean? I don't like that. So based on that, I'm going to give this game a pretty low score. I was hoping it'd be at least around the average, like around 5 or so. But I just couldn't really get there. So being super generic, but also it's not that expensive either. So I'm comparing all these things, throwing them all in. I'm still going to give the game a 3.5, a pretty low score. Like I said, the things it does right and the things it does wrong are pretty polarizing, and it's pretty obvious to see what this game has done. So if I were you guys, I would skip this one, because quite frankly, if you've watched my Let's Play on it, you watched my series, you watched it, you know, you don't need to do anything else. You've experienced everything. There's not enough content in this game to warrant any more than one play, and there's no need to even play it yourself. Like, unless you're an achievement hunter, then that may be a reason to do it, but I don't know, man. Save the $15 and do something else. That's my opinion, but either way, that's going to be it for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Regardless, if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts below, of course, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Turn on those post notifications with the bell icon so you don't miss anything I put out here on the channel. Be sure to like, follow my socials: Facebook, X, Instagram, Snapchat, and Discord. Those are linked in the description. If you want to get yourself a shirt or hoodie of mine, there's a link in the description. Also, an embedded feature right below the stream that shows a preview of some items you can get, but ultimately just go to the website for the full range of products and customization options. Big shout out to all the sponsors, of course: DXRacer, Bones Coffee, The Ridge Wallet, Mad Rabbit Tattoo. I use their products daily. Check them out for yourselves with the links in the description. Be sure to use my promo code DANQ8000 to save at checkout with those guys. If you want to send something to my PO box, I do have an address listed in the description. Anything that gets sent to that PO box will be open in a social post or a live stream, whatever makes more sense for whatever is sent my way. So check that out if you're interested. Finally, be sure to check out and sign up for the Team 8000 membership program if you haven't done so yet. It does support the page immensely. There is 4 tiers, 4 price points. The entry level is 99 cents, so it's cheap and easy to get in the program that way. However, across various tiers, you will get things like custom badges by your name, custom emojis used in chat, exclusive video and stream access, priority and open lobbies, giveaways, discounts, and plenty more. Working our way through the 1600s, which is awesome. Cracked 1600 members recently. Next major milestone is going to be 1700. So if you guys want to help us reach that goal, you know, get some cool perks while you're supporting the channel, you can join that with the link in the description. There is a join button below the stream. Also a section on my main channel page as well. If you want to gift members or send super chats or super thanks, you can do both of those with the $ icon next to chat. Give it a click. You'll get a drop down menu pop. If you are gifting members, just remember, you can do 1 to 50 in a single transaction, but you can gift as many as you want through multiple transactions. Okay. Thank you guys again. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and hopefully we catch you in the next stream very soon. All right. Thanks guys. We'll see you then. Take care. Peace.